baby. We are live. Hey, Froggy, thanks for joining us. Oh,
Hi.
Here comes Fester just strolling in at his leisure. Roxanne is not here today. She's chasing Derek Jeter with Doug somewhere. Where are they going? The Bahamas or something?
I don't know. One of those fancy places.
Yeah, so the story of Roxanne and Dig Dug.
And Doug.
You know what? I'm going to call her quickly on her cell phone. I don't know if she's going to answer. I just got this 5-text, ridiculously long dissertation on their travel woes this morning. And I thought that with so many people traveling, with so many people driving, and like Roxanne, they're flying to the Bahamas right now. I think they're flying from Tampa to Miami, then Miami to the Bahamas. I don't even know where in the Bahamas they're going. But I thought maybe because of all the travelers that this might be a good public interest, human interest segment on the issues at the airport right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Or at least with her flight. Hang on a minute. I got to look at Roxanne's info here because I know your phone number. I know Froggy's phone number. I know your phone numbers.
Right.
Roxanne's, I have no idea what the hell her number is, so I got to go to my address book for her, and I don't know if she's going to pick up.
So here's what I know so far. Her flight has been delayed. It's supposed to take off at 6 a.m., and in one of the texts she sent the group, her flight has been delayed.
Yeah, how about you not give it all away? I'm trying to call her.
Well, there's a lot more. Listen, the flight delayed is not the final scene in this.
Hello?
Hello, Roxanne?
Yeah?
Oh, no. Are your kids going to be screaming in the background?
No, I'm actually...
Are your kids acting like little monsters at the airport right now?
No, they're really...
Are you going to be denied boarding because your kids are wild banshees?
No, they're good. They're good. They're running ahead of me because my bag is getting searched right now. And
wait a minute. You're at TSA right now?
Yeah.
Hey, tell the TSA person that MJ from the MJ Morning Show says hello.
MJ from the MJ Morning Show says hello. MJ from the MJ Morning Show. You got a big smile out of her.
I heard a big who.
Hold on. I heard a who. I heard a what? Who? Hey, ask her if she's ever heard of the MJ Morning Show.
I'm on air right now. Have you ever heard of the MJ Morning Show? She has.
Oh, well, that's good. All right. Hey, tell her that you're Roxanne and you work for the MJ Morning Show.
Gosh.
Okay, hold on. I'm
Awkward.
telling her I have my baby. Oh, yeah, I can open it for you.
Oh, my God. Tell her you're Roxanne. You're not a security risk.
Wow.
Tell her I said you're authorized. Just let you through. With anything suspicious that showed up on X-ray, just let her through.
Yeah.
All you have, you've got little kids that are monsters. That's the only security hazard there are. Your little kids are terrors.
We put Evelyn in charge of the passport. Oh, thank you so much.
Are you all done?
She's checking right now.
All right,
Making sure it's not flammable material or whatever it is.
Yeah. All right.
It's coconut water. I'm ready. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Tell her thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show.
This is so embarrassing. She's trying to do her job, and I'm trying to do a comedy show with her. Okay, thank you.
Hey, do a crotch search.
Thank you so much. You too. I appreciate it. Okay.
She didn't even hear that.
All right.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
All right. So I thought that this would be a good idea maybe to get you on, Roxanne.
Yes.
Because a lot of people are traveling. You're traveling by air, and people are driving. Did I see like 55 or 60 million Americans are going to be traveling either by car or by plane for the most part. All right, so what's your issue this morning? You've sent us all these long texts. I don't even have time to read them. So what's going on? You're at the airport, and what's the situation?
Yeah, so we were this morning got the message that our 6 a.m. flight to Miami was delayed.
What airline? American?
American. So it's leaving at 7 now, and so then that puts us the Bahamas flight is 8:43. So that's really cutting it tight.
Yeah, that's tight because Miami sucks. But are you flying American to the Bahamas as well?
Yes, and I think it's in that same gate.
Yeah, that's better at least that you don't have to traverse concourses at Miami because Miami is one of the airports that I despise, especially if you got to change. Hey, so the deal here, which is concerning to me, is usually if the weather is okay, and the weather is great this morning, the first flight out is typically never delayed. That's one of the tricks. If you want to make sure that you get off the ground, you book the first flight of the day, and there's typically no delay. So what the hell is going on?
They haven't given us a reason as to why it's delayed.
All right, I want you to go up to that ticket counter. I want you to go to the gate. I want you to start screaming, "Do you know who I am? I'm Roxanne Wilder from the MJ Morning Show. I'm with Dig Dug and my little monster kids, and we're going to meet Derek Jeter in the Bahamas. Do you know who I am? My middle name is Karen." All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Karen. Yeah, are we going the right way? Okay. So
Going the right way. I mean,
Who are you talking to? Your handlers?
Are you talking to your 5-year-old?
she's holding the passports right now. Is that a good idea?
That's really smart for your little 5-year-old to hold your passports.
We want to teach her to be responsible, so she's got all 4 of them. You have the travel documents, babe?
God. Oh, is that Dig Dug?
No, that was my daughter.
Are you're calling her Babe?
Yeah, baby.
All right.
She's my kid. So anyways, I don't know why it's delayed, but listen to what we did. We got tickets we bought backup tickets to the Bahamas in case we missed the first one because they sent a link. So when did you buy backup tickets? This morning, but they send you a link because they know, okay, it's going to be tight. But what I'm wondering is if we get there and we are able to make our 8:40, I mean, you'll get your money back.
Yeah, well, you bought backup tickets for the Miami to the Bahamas flight.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course you can cancel. Federal regulations allow you to cancel a flight within 24 hours with no penalty.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. So I think that's a good plan just in case it gets too tight once we get down there.
All right. Hey, Roxanne, let me take a break here. I don't want to get too late, but I got to talk to you on the other side, okay? Because this is important, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, hold on. I'm going to call you right back because you guys are doing this all wrong.
God. Oh, good. Okay, please tell me how to do it.
You guys are doing this all wrong. Let me give you some guidance, okay? All right, travels with Roxanne this holiday weekend, holiday week, Thanksgiving, whatever we call it. All right, I'm going to call you right back. Let me take a quick break, all right?
All right, I'll be here.
All right. You guys seem riveted over here, Froggy.
Yeah, it's airport.
I was looking for a strong rafter in the ceiling to hang myself from. I would rather do that than be at the airport right now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my content. I thought the content was good.
No.
We got a TSA lady that originally goes, Who?
Yeah, that was great.
But then she's like, oh, yeah. She seemed to know who we were. All right, hold on. Let me take a quick break. Let's grab some traffic. You know, the traffic on the way in this morning seemed pretty normal, actually. So I think that, hold on. Andrew, you're shaking your head?
When I came in, it was a little heavier than normal.
Heavier than normal?
Yes.
Well, hey, maybe people try. This morning on the Howard Franklin, and that's my way in, is I get on the Howard Franklin pretty much right at the base, from the Kennedy exit on the Tampa side. The traffic seemed pretty normal to me. All right, hold on. 6:09 MJ Morning Show on Q105. Let's grab traffic with Pat, and then we got to call Roxanne back at the airport. And I'm going to do some. Is that Tom's Diner? Suzanne Vega? What's next? My name is Luca? I think that's coming up next. My name is Luca. I live on the 17th floor.
No, she moved?
17th floor.
The last address.
She's moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
If we could have a Luca and Jefferson's theme mashup, maybe? I didn't know Luca moved. Good for her.
I got to go back to Roxanne. Hey, Roxanne just texted me. We know why Roxanne's flight is delayed. Roxanne, you want to tell us what you just texted me?
Yeah, and guess what? Okay, it's delayed because there's a problem with the engine. It's broken. But I have to tell you, I mean, I probably would have been nosy myself and gone up and asked, but because you're like, go find out why it's delayed.
Hold on, was that me? Were you just imitating me? Go find out why it's delayed. Are you by the way, folks, if you're just tuning in, you've got the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and we're live. It's Tuesday morning. It's, 6:21 here, and Roxanne is at the airport, and Roxanne's flight is delayed, so we thought we would check in with Roxanne at the airport. We just caught her in the beginning of the show going through TSA. That was very entertaining, going through the security line. So if you want to go back and listen to the podcast later on or watch MJ TV later on, hey, have at it. So now part 2, Roxanne is at the gate. The flight to Miami is delayed by an hour, and you're saying it's because the engine is broken?
Yes. So I went up to the gate agent.
And you went, why is the plane delayed?
Yeah. And he said... He goes, I don't think this plane is leaving. Well, I started to tell him what time my flight was. I told him I had a backup.
Did you tell him that you're Roxanne Wilder from the MJ Morning Show and this delay is unacceptable?
Wow.
Yeah, I started with that. But then he said, you know what? He said, even if you stay on this flight, he doesn't even think I'm going to make the 10:15 to the Bahamas.
What?
And I go, what? I was like, if it leaves at 7, I will. He goes, yeah, I don't think this plane is leaving. So... thank goodness I asked him that, because now we've been switched to an 8 o'clock but Doug's pissed because that's the one we were going to take initially. And then I'm like, no, let's take the 6 o'clock because then we can.
Yeah. So hang on. Let me sound like the guy from Office Space. Yeah.
Had to come in on Sunday.
Yeah. You get the early flight. It usually works unless the engine's broken. Yeah.
The better impression is the impression of Doug. Roxanne, you should take the 8 o'clock flight. And Roxanne, no, let's do the 6. Let's get there ridiculously early.
Typically, though, the early flights get off the ground and they're not delayed unless there is unless there's a mechanical going on. Yeah. All right. So you also booked the other flight for a Miami departure late. So what time is your Miami departure?
So now that's 10:15.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. So you'll be on an 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, on an 8 o'clock. But I'm telling you, I don't know if I would have gone and asked that gate agent that, and they're not making an announcement about it. So you may have saved our trip there.
Well, hey, Roxanne, knowledge is power. You have to know what's going on. Hey, what flight? Give me the flight. I got my flight radar 24 up.
Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh, God?
What, are you going to track the flight on your phone?
What are you doing?
Roxanne,
stalking her?
Hey, Roxanne, tell me, what flight was the canceled 6 a.m.? What number?
Doug, what's the 6 a.m.? What's the flight number on that one? That we're
American what? 493, 795, 959. What is it?
He's going to go look at it.
Because I want to know what kind of plane it is. Because, listen, if the engine's broken.
You might have parts in the house. You can loan them.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got a toolbox full of old airplane stuff.
What's flight number?
493.
Yeah, that's the first one I said. All right, hang on. 493. All right, so 493. Today is the 22nd. Oh, I think they already have a canceled on it. All right. Oh, you were on that flight was a Boeing 737 MAX 8. That's one of the new MAX planes that had all the problems.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, it still does.
But they're safe to fly. Except the engine is broken. Let me click on that aircraft and get additional information here. because I can. Is it giving me more information? No, it's, on this one, it's not giving me more info. But that plane is like brand new. Why is the engine broken on a brand new plane?
Gee, they didn't build it very well.
Well, everything needs maintenance, Roxanne.
Yeah, scheduled departure 6 a.m. It's got a big red dot on it, so I think you're. Oh, aircraft information. Here we go.
I feel like I'm traveling.
Yeah, hang on. I want to get the information on this particular. Oh yeah, this plane is only a year old. This plane was put into service last November, so that the aircraft that you're supposed to be on right now with the broken engine is only 1 year old. Hey, go back to the ticket counter and ask the gate agent, since this plane is only a year old, is it still in warranty? Can you ask? See if the engine's covered by manufacturer's warranty.
You know what? That guy who I just talked to, the gate agent, I think he would be happy to tell me that. He seemed like he had a good personality. Right. But now the line is like, you have no idea. I'm so lucky because there was nobody there when I just walked up and asked him, and now it's like 15 deep.
All right, Roxanne, let me tell you what you're doing wrong here. Are you ready?
Sit down.
All right, let's wrap this up in the next couple of minutes so I'm on time to do a great chunk of morons in the news next. All right, Roxanne, you guys, again, the whole family is chasing after Derek Jeter. Why are you guys flying commercial? You're doing this all wrong. Derek Jeter, your fiance Dig Dug's childhood friend. Why isn't he sending a net jet for you? Why aren't you getting on a private flight? You go to like one of the FOBs, you go to Signature, whatever the hell's over there. You get on a little private jet. You fly right from Tampa right to the Bahamas. It's going to take you 40 minutes, maybe, to zip right across, 45 minutes, boom. Why the hell, again, is Doug chasing Derek Jeter and you don't have a private jet? Roxanne, you got to start demanding this crap. To Derek Jeter, this would be like giving you guys, I don't know, an autograph on a baseball card. It's nothing to him to send a net jet to pick you up.
Okay, number one, we're very self-sufficient. Number two, this is a family trip. We're just getting down, like, it's a family vacation.
Yeah. How's Derek Jeter doing this? Is Derek sitting at some gate at an airport with an airplane with a broken engine right now? Or is he flying to the Bahamas on a private aircraft?
If you have the option to do it private, I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. But
Roxanne, it's time you put your foot down with this Jeter stuff, okay?
Oh, God.
I'm telling you, it's time you put your foot down and you say, hey, Derek, if you want Doug and us to chase you all over the place, you're going to have to start sending NetJet private planes to pick us up.
It's not like that.
Put Doug on the phone. Let me talk to Doug. Put Doug on the phone.
No.
Let me talk to Dig Doug.
And Doug.
Put Doug on the phone.
He went to get coffee.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, yeah. Yeah, he's out on the ramp trying to fix the engine because that's what he's doing.
Derek Jeter has a woman make his coffee on his private jet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Derek Jeter doesn't have to go to the coffee line and wait.
You want me to grind it good, Mr. Jeters?
Yes, grind it.
Grind it good.
Grind it real good.
You want me to grind it more good?
Oh, grind it real good. Oh, grind it real good.
Okay, for the middle class travelers like myself, I have some advice for people. Get to the airport early because the lines were so long at TSA.
Yeah, and you guys don't have TSA pre-check, which is another thing.
No.
What is wrong with you? Why don't you have TSA pre-check? There is no line at TSA pre-check. Nothing typically.
You thought you had a day off, huh, Rox?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to stand up and make an announcement. I'm going to stand up on my chair right here in the waiting area and tell everybody the bad news because nobody knows.
Yeah, Roxanne, do that.
An announcement anywhere.
Just yell, "The engine is broken!" and see what happens.
All right, here's what you do. You say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Roxanne Wilder from the MJ Morning Show on Q105 Tampa Bay, and I'd like to make an announcement right now. The engine on our 737 MAX 8 aircraft is broken, and we are not taking this plane. We are delayed. until hell freezes over.
Wouldn't it be more efficient for her to just put you on speakerphone?
Yes, put me on speakerphone.
No, Andrew, the volume would not work.
Yeah, it wouldn't. No, okay, let me tell you what you got to do. All right, Roxanne, you got to go up to the gate agent counter, grab their microphone,
The phone,
and hit the little transmission button, and then hold the speakerphone of your cell phone to the microphone, and I'll make an announcement to the entire gate area.
everybody in Terminal B40.
All I have to do is tell my daughter to say it, and she's so loud that everybody in here will hear.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Roxanne, you guys are doing this all wrong. You need to tell Doug that if Jeter wants you guys to come along on a family vacation, you gotta fly on a net jet. Come on, Roxanne. I mean, him sending a jet for you guys to pick you up, for Derek Jeter, that's the equivalent of, buying a $2.50 cup of coffee at Dunkin', all right?
Oh, is that how that math works?
Yeah, it's exactly how that math works.
Actually, the cup of coffee would be too much money. It's not a really good comparison.
If you want me to show you the equation on a blackboard, let me know.
Okay, I do.
All right, enjoy your flight. All
right, I'll let you guys know if we make it.
right, so now you're on an 8 a.m. flight?
8 a.m. Yeah, so we could have slept in. I woke these kids up at like 3:45 in the morning.
That's crazy. Let me see what flight you're on. Looks like you're on, let me see if you're on 8:49 departure to Miami. So it looks like you're on American 795 now, which is going to be...
Wait. What'd you say, 8:49?
Yeah, it looks like it's 8:49 a.m.
Okay, that's
Hold on, did I just get what did I just get there?
I think she said she should have traveled by ship.
Hold on. It looks like you might be on the next flight to Miami. Looks like it's American 795, which is going to be an Airbus 319. Oh, and the old Allegheny Heritage livery. The old Allegheny Airlines. Sometimes you get the old American paint job. You get the old Allegheny, the old Piedmont livery.
What are you talking about?
Hey, it's the paint job, man. The
I know
paint
what a
job.
livery is, but who gives a turkey about any of this?
Listen, I'm getting the information on my Flight Aware or my Flight Radar 24, man.
It's just a lot. That's all. It's a lot of...
All right, Roxanne, enjoy your misery, and I'm telling you, you're doing it all wrong.
Okay, thank you for that travel advice. Travel tips from MJ. Okay. You know what? I got one final travel tip for you. My kids both have little, lingering coughs, and if you want space around you, you just listen to one of them. They belt out a cough, and everyone...
Oh, that's great. You're traveling. Your kids have RSV. That's fantastic.
Awesome.
All right. Roxanne, enjoy your trip flying like peasants while Derek Jeter's on his private jet. All right?
Thank you. I'll keep you posted.
Fill Doug in on everything and tell him that I'm taking over your travel plans from now on. Give me Jeter's number. You know what? I'm just going to break into your phone next time. I know your password. I'm getting Jeter's number out of your address book, and I'm going to lay down the law. I'm going to make demands of that guy.
About time.
All right. Please do.
He needs it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of celebrities with their, their crew. They always travel together when I see them.
I mean, usually, celebrities bring their closest friends with them.
And then, listen, if you don't understand, Derek Jeter and Dig Dug, Roxanne's fiance, they're lifelong childhood buddies, and that's the story there. All right, I've got early morons in the news coming up next here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, let's talk about your air conditioning. the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hello, I'm MJ, along with Fester and Froggy. We just had Roxanne on from Tampa International Airport. She is on the way to a little Thanksgiving retreat with the family. All right, I got early morons in the news, and we've got good stuff today. This is a very courteous story. This just shows that if you're a scofflaw to a felon, listen, you can always be courteous to the police, even if you're in the commission of some kind of a crime.
A scofflaw and a felon is the same thing, right?
No, a scofflaw is like a minor infraction committer.
Is that like a menace?
No, well, it could be. Like, listen, a jaywalker, someone gets a parking ticket. You're a scofflaw.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. So a scofflaw and a felon, not the same. All right. If you got to commit some type of infraction, at least be courteous to the cops. And I guess this guy fits the bill. A guy here in Florida allegedly driving 110 miles an hour on I-95 was pulled over, then took off running, and then yelled to the Brevard County deputy sheriff, "Sorry! I'm so sorry!"
As he's running away.
As he's running away.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
It's pretty smart.
sorry!
He's running away.
It just gets quieter and quieter as he gets further.
He's pulled over 110 in, probably a 65 in Brevard County? Probably, 65 on I-95?
Sure.
Or is that a 70?
Maybe it's 70?
Because don't we get 70s on I-75? We get 70s. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe in Brevard County, I-95 hits 70. But so he's doing 110, he's pulled over, and then he runs. I mean, he must, what are you thinking immediately? Suspended license, stolen car, whatever. And he's yelling at the deputy, "I'm so sorry," as he's running away. Apparently, Zachary Seibert was in such a hurry that he forgot his driver's license, was suspended.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's what I was thinking immediately, right? And it turns out that was the case. So when Deputy Charles Hill tried to pull him over for speeding, instead of stopping the car like a normal adult, he decided to play Frogger across I-95. There's video of this.
Oh, that's not a good road to play Frogger on.
There's actual video of this. Hey, Andrew, if you can dig up the video from the dash cam of the car, that's fine. And we can put it up on mjmorningshow.com in the videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show at the top of the page at mjmorningshow.com. And he decided to play Frogger. So he gets pulled over and then doesn't want to deal with the cop because he's got a suspended license. So he decides to dart across I-95, and he's like in one lane, up, stop, a truck coming. Okay, now run to the other lane. What a bozo. However, he did say he was sorry. They're calling him the courteous criminal in Brevard County.
Oh, this is amazing. He pulls over his white SUV.
Oh, yeah. Suspended license. He knows that he's in trouble, so he decides to, look at this.
Oh, my.
Did you see the dump truck go by?
All right, hold on. Let me see if I got audio on this. That's cranked up. That ready?
Go ahead. Fester brought up the, what is that?
It's from the
Oh,
Brevard County Sheriff's Office.
They have a soundtrack. Yeah, they're just running a drum beat soundtrack. Yeah, there's no audio other than this. So there he is. Stops in the first lane. Then a dump truck goes by at like 80 miles an hour. He stops for that and then runs. And then finally there's video of Zachary Seibert on the ground being taken down by the Brevard County Sheriff's Office.
The judge needs to take this into consideration.
Yeah. I mean, it's one positive thing.
He's the courteous criminal, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, police officers, sheriff's deputies, they have a tough enough job.
When he goes to court, ladies and gentlemen, this is the case of the courteous criminal. He's pulled over with a suspended license. Knowing that he'd immediately go to jail, he decides to make a run for it and play Frogger across 3 lanes of I-95 in Brevard County. As he's running away from the police officer, he says, "I'm sorry!" and then almost gets flattened by a dump truck. This is the case of the courteous criminal, and this is the People's Court.
I don't know if they say it like it's a wrestling match or something. The People's Court. It's been a while since I've watched People's Court.
Yeah, after a short time of hiding out in a buffer preserve, he was found. Yeah, Siebert apparently found the vehicle and reportedly said that he would pay the driver to take him back up to the area of the interstate. What?
Wait,
He found a vehicle.
Was somebody in it?
All right,
I guess he ran across I-95, then ends up in this preserve area. He found the vehicle and reportedly said he would pay the driver that he found in the preserve to take him back up to the interstate. This story is bizarre.
Fancy running into you here.
Yeah,
Can you give me a ride?
In the buffer preserve. The sheriff's office said no one was injured, facing several charges, including driving with a suspended license, resisting arrest without violence. His bond was set at $1,500.
Resisting an arrest with the opposite of violence, with absolute courteousness.
That's a great story.
Let's spring them. It's only $1,500.
I'm in.
So the video's posted. We have that video. If you want to see the guy play Frogger running away from the cops on I-95, the video is up at mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. And it is in the area at the top of the page. Just look for videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show and take a look. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. I got another fast food drive-through deal. What the? Armed robber in Philadelphia at McDonald's yanks the cash register right out of the drive-through window. We just talked about this yesterday. There's a whole rash of these things. Here's another one in Philadelphia. The city of Froggy. Philadelphia is the city of
Fighting?
what?
Wrestling? What are you saying, Chris?
What is
That's
Philadelphia?
just sitting there going like this.
It's from like Rocky, right? The city.
Brotherly love?
Yes. Yes, Philadelphia is known as the city of brotherly love.
What do you want me to say? That's a Rocky?
I think Froggy didn't know, so I was trying to apply him with wrong answers.
Which, by the way, is so erroneous because Philadelphia, the fans are all nasty.
Oh, it's a dump of a town.
The police are attacked constantly in Philadelphia. And now here we have an armed robber at a Philly McDonald's. He's wanted, pointed a gun at a McDonald's worker, then yanked the entire cash register through the drive-through window. Incident happened at a McDonald's on Whitaker Avenue, North Philadelphia, wherever the hell that is.
Oh, for Whitaker. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah.
A red SUV. By the way, the employee that had the gun put in her face had a grimace. Grimaced. Yeah, big grimace on her face.
I bet she did.
Yeah. Red SUV, 4 individuals inside. Driver stuck the gun through the drive-through window. Ordered food first. And before approaching the window to pick up the food, the suspect seated behind the driver, the suspect seated behind the driver pointed the handgun at the employee, demanded, "Give me the money." Police released surveillance video from inside the restaurant showing the employee back away from the window as the suspect points the gun. The suspect then reaches through the window, pulls out the entire cash register, and then they fled.
I didn't know there was a cash register at the food window.
Sometimes they have you go to the second window.
Yeah.
Though. Sometimes you don't go to the first window.
Oh, I guess if you're going to directly do pay and take food at the second window.
that would be it.
Okay,
Second window.
All right, folks, it's 6:50. I haven't even scratched the surface of the early morons of the news. More great crap on the way. We have a lot to get to today. Hey, also, in a few minutes, I don't want to damage Julian, my son's conveyor belt of free Tyson chicken nuggets, but I've got this Tyson story we've got to do.
The footage.
I hope it doesn't get back that my buddy who works for Tyson sends free nuggets to my son at boarding school after we got to talk about what happened with a Tyson bigwig. Do you know about this, guys?
I saw a picture.
This is crazy. Yeah, I had the story last week. I just didn't get to it. All right, stand by. We're back in a minute on the MJ Morning Show. You got to hear this on Q105. Stand by. It is the MJ Morning Show. It's Q105. MJ and the crew. Yeah, we are live today. Yeah, baby. We are doing a live show. Got the whole crew here, just minus Roxanne. She's on the way to somewhere in the Bahamas with the family for the week. Spoke to her earlier this hour from the airport. If you missed it, you might want to go back and listen to the opening segments, the first two, a little Roxanne discussion from the airport. Of course, you can listen to our podcast later on. I highly recommend that. MJ TV, we're always live on MJ TV. In fact, I'm sticking my finger into the lens right now. Look at this. I'm poking the lens right now on the camera. Look at this.
You know, MJ, Thanksgiving's a great time to gather the family around and gather around the television set, put on YouTube TV, and watch old clips of MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, you just go, listen, to watch MJ TV, it's very easy. You just go to mjmorningshow.com, click on MJ TV at the top, and then you can watch us live from 6 to 10 every morning, or you can go back and watch any of the archive shows whenever you want. All right. When I was playing the beginning of this song, the "Hit Me With Your Best Shot," I said something to the effect, and yes, we will play this song. So if anyone was listening just a few minutes ago when "Hit Me With Your Best Shot," Pat Benatar began, I said at the very tail end of right before Pat Benatar starts singing, I said, yes, and we will play this song. I don't know if people knew what that meant, but do you know that Pat Benatar has stopped singing that song live? I don't know if she's changed, but as of a couple of months ago, she said that she's not singing "Hit Me With Your Best Shot" anymore because of some of the horrific shootings that have happened around the country. And listen, while I am also very sensitive, and it is horrific when you have a shooting issue, a mass shooting issue. Listen, I could go on a dissertation for an hour on this, and clearly there are things that can be done. There are people that are getting access to guns that should not have access to guns. That's a whole different story.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, she equated the song "Hit Me With Your Best Shot," which is more like a colloquialism of, hey, give it your best attempt. Hit me with your best shot.
I never thought of that song and gun violence.
Yeah, either did I. Hit me with your best shot.
So many songs with shot in it, like "Shot Through the Heart."
Yeah, fire away. So she's trying to almost like turn her own song into a pariah. And Mariah Carey.
The Mariah Pariah, that is Pat Benatar's one-hit song.
Why was I thinking Mariah Carey?
It rhymes with pariah.
So maybe so. So Pat Benatar will not sing "Hit Me With Your Best Shot" anymore, which I think is preposterous. It's ridiculous. I've got zero tolerance for any of the shooting stories, any of the horrific stories, but I just don't understand why she's tying "Hit Me With Your Best Shot" into gun violence or shootings around the country. But a little fun fact, if you didn't know that, and that's the only time I'll use fun fact again in my life, that's what's going on with Pat Benatar. So,
how about Little John and his song "Shots, Shots, 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 Shots"?
And that was the song that I thought was the most egregious.
There you go. All right, folks, I'm doing this at the peril of my son Julian potentially not getting any more free Tyson chicken nuggets from my good old pal and high school buddy, who will remain nameless because I don't want to make it even easier to track down my friend who works for Tyson Foods.
Who wants to track him
Right,
down?
so, MJ, in happier times,
He's a
you've
chicken
mentioned this friend before.
Maybe so. But
Because you talked about your son having like a haul of a Sam's Club quantity of chicken nuggets sent to his school.
He's got a whole operation going.
Did you say a haul?
Haul. H-A-U-L.
Oh, H-A-U-L.
A haul, yes.
A haul.
Yeah,
Okay,
haul.
gotcha. Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. A good friend of mine from high school is an engineer with Tyson Foods. And he's got all kinds of Tyson food plants under his purview.
What does he engineer? Like the shape of the chicken?
No, it's like he does stuff.
You have no idea.
All right.
I do know.
I want this one to look like a little curl. Bend this one to the left.
He's not engineering the shape of the nuggets.
I want that one to look more like a kidney bean.
All right, we
and
stop
that
it.
one to look more
Guys,
like a
stop.
navy
Let's
bean.
throw in a Florida-shaped one
Guys,
for fun.
All right. The lower part of Michigan. I want it to look like that.
I want all the nuggets to look like Wangs.
Whoa, hey.
Whoa, wiener nuggets. Yes.
New wiener nuggets from Tyson Foods.
Hey, and the joke is, they're boneless. Huh? Anybody?
I get it.
Why are you trying to sound like Krusty the Clown over
God,
there?
we're just in here shaping chicken. That's what we do.
No, my friend is not responsible for the... You ever notice like McDonald's nuggets? They're only like 3 different shapes.
I actually think it's like...
Yeah, they're named.
Yeah, it's a couple of shapes.
There's a boot.
How many different shapes are there?
There's a boot. There's a circle.
Yeah.
Now, my friend works for Tyson Foods, and he has sent Julian, my son, he calls up the plant that makes the nuggets, and they get an address, and then they overnight Julian 25-pound bags of chicken nuggets from Tyson.
All right,
Okay.
There's 4 McNugget shapes.
Yeah, I think I said that.
Did you say 4 or 3? I don't know.
They
The
got
boat, the boot.
The bone, the boot, the ball, and the bell. I'm not making it up.
Is Julian taking advantage of this chicken guy?
Well, no, not at all. And my
Sounds
friend,
like a lot of chicken.
my high school buddy has always said, hey, whenever Julian needs nuggets, let me know.
Yeah.
He makes a call to the plant. They take a a plastic bag, hold it at the end of the conveyor belt, and they just fill up an entire bag with nuggets and then put it in dry ice, and they FedEx it or UPS it overnight to Julian's school in Connecticut. They love it. They get so many that all the different dorm rooms, the kids have refrigerator freezers. They've got to portion it out into Ziplocs, and they've got like 12 rooms where they have to store the nuggets in the freezer.
100% profit business.
These big companies, they can't send out a 1-pound bag. That makes no sense for them. It makes more sense to send out a 30-pound box.
Well, here's the deal. The CFO of Tyson Foods apparently wandered into some college female's house and fell asleep in her bed while he was inebriated or intoxicated. Yeah.
His face when they wake him up is fantastic.
Oh, my God. John Tyson, who he's not.
Oh, God, he's in the family.
Oh, he is. He's part of the family.
You're making us look bad, John.
He's part of the family. John Tyson, fourth-generation member of the Tyson family, huge poultry company. I mean, they're worth billions of dollars. And he's the new CFO. He'd only been the CFO for a short amount of time. And body cam footage in Fayetteville, Arkansas, shows him being roused up, totally asleep in some young woman's bed. He goes into her house and falls asleep in her bed.
Did he know her?
No.
Just some random.
This is crazy.
Yikes.
He had bright orange boxer shorts on. 32-year-old was arrested on charges of criminal trespass and public intoxication. Details of the arrest come from Arkansas ABC affiliate Channel 40 and 29. The report says that Tyson fell asleep in a college-age woman's home. The body cam footage shows from the moment the officers confronted him, Tyson sleeping in the bed, and then they took him to jail. The video show officers trying to wake up Tyson out of the stranger's home. Tyson tries to pull the covers back on him as the officers are pulling. We did that as kids. You know, mom's trying to get you out of bed, and you pull the covers back up.
No, I'm still tired.
I know a guy whose girlfriend woke up one morning and Frank Purdue was naked right in her bed.
No, you don't.
Just naked as an old man can get.
No, eventually, the officers handcuffed Tyson, who was in his underwear. They put him in a squad car. They took him off to jail. Then Tyson addressed the whole arrest thing on a recent earnings call. He's the CFO. And
I was caught in a...
He apologized. Dude, he's a graduate from Harvard.
Guess what? He can't be fired.
32-year-old guy. The body cam footage, I mean, he must have had a rough night out partying. I don't know what was going on. But to then wander into a college-age woman's house and fall asleep in her bed. Hey, here's some of the audio from the body cam footage from the Fayetteville, Arkansas Police Department. And this is a member of the Tyson family, the CFO, the chief financial officer, in another woman's bed.
Hey, Mr. Tyson. John. Fayetteville Police Department. You're not in your house. John. Need you to wake up and talk to me before I drag you out of here butt naked.
Oh, man. Don't play chicken with me, John. Get out of bed. He is 3 sheets to the wind. Here, listen.
You have 2 options. Either one is you sit up and put your clothes on, or 2, you go to jail just like you are right now. All right. Put your hands behind your back. No. Hands behind your back.
Yo.
Fayetteville Police Department. This isn't your house.
Yeah. Hey,
hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Whoa.
You're under arrest. Relax. Put your hands behind your back. Ready? Relax.
Guys want some nuggets?
Relax.
Ow. Chill.
Yo, whoa, yo, no. Is that crazy?
That's fantastic. I mean,
he's from a multi-billionaire family, Tyson Foods. He's now the CFO.
He's probably a millionaire.
Oh, he's probably close to 100 millionaire. I mean, he's a grandson.
and he's just crashing some stranger's bed.
That's it.
One of the biggest poultry companies in the world, right?
Yeah, Purdue, Tyson, certainly.
Yeah.
All right, here's the final clip from the body cam.
John, stop. You're under arrest.
Stop.
You're under arrest for going to jail.
Oh.
John.
Let's go, John.
I'm going to sleep.
No, you're not. You're going to jail.
It's like I'm going to sleep. No, you're
tired.
not. You're going to jail.
Wrong house.
Wrong house.
Girl who lives here doesn't know you.
The girl that lives here doesn't know you. You think she's going to get some free chicken breasts?
I think she went vegan. She never wants to eat chicken again.
Here, last 10 seconds.
Came home to find you asleep in her bed. Go with this, officer. I'll grab his belongings. Go with him.
Yes, sir.
She comes home and finds the Tyson chicken guy asleep in her bed. How the hell did he get in the house? How did this occur? Was her door open?
How is there no backstory? I need to know.
That's what we know. And then he apologized on an earnings call. That's some crazy stuff right there. All right, so I did the story, and hopefully it doesn't get back to Mr. Tyson, and he puts the kibosh on my son Julian getting the free nuggets every once in a while from my buddy that works for Tyson.
You should just do the story and not even brought that up.
Yeah, I know.
Tell you what, John Tyson was like one pair of orange boxer shorts away from having his nuggets everywhere.
Crazy. All right, 7:13 at the MJ Morning Show on Q105. When we get back... Q105, 723. Hey, folks, MJ and the crew here. Fester, Froggy, me, MJ. Roxanne is at the airport on the way for a little holiday getaway with her family, and we hope she enjoys her time away from Fester and Froggy because she really, really, really needs it.
I tell you,
yeah,
I'm
we're the
sure
ones.
it's the two of us that she's looking to not have to see for an extra day.
All right, this begins the MJ Morning Show long chunk of the show. So every single morning, right around now, 7:22 to 7:24, depends on how we're running, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop show. No music, no commercials, just nonstop MJ Morning Show for an hour and 20 minutes. No one else does this. Every single morning, spread the word. The MJ Morning Show is back. A lot to cram in this hour and 20 minutes.
The biggest news in the world just happened.
Oh, jeez. What is this?
What?
Is this breaking news?
This is nothing bigger in the world
do I
right
need to,
now.
do I need to make like a big deal with like news noises or something?
The entire world, but
Hold on a minute.
Oh my gosh, so shocking.
This is an NBC News special report. Now, in New York, here's Fester Dolt.
The greatest news name ever.
It is Fester Dolt.
live from the news center, we have breaking sporting news.
No, Fester Dolt talks like this. You guys sound like a dolt.
Hey, thanks for watching the news.
Come on, man.
right.
You got to give me the news here.
All right, so the big news.
Jesus. It's breaking news on the MJ Morning Show. All right. What is it, Fester?
Billions of people care about this.
Billions of people care about this breaking news.
Oh, God.
From ABC News, world headquarters in New York.
Okay.
This is World News Tonight with Fester Dolt. Look, he's changed networks.
All right.
Wow.
He went from
Got
NBC to ABC.
He's a hot commodity.
After my HR complaint over at NBC. After I
What,
pulled
did Hoda Kotb grab your
Oh,
crotch?
I wish. That's on my list.
So that's how you ended up over at ABC News?
What a crutch.
All right.
Get over here, Fester Dolt.
Yeah. All right. So, what's
All
the
right.
big news?
All right.
Oh,
so,
wait a minute. Let me get a Fox News alert in here as well. Hang on a minute.
This better be big.
Big news.
All right, what the hell happened?
Saudi Arabia beat Argentina in the World Cup.
Well, in a round.
That's a big deal. Saudi Arabia is not supposed to beat Argentina. Argentina's supposed to win the whole damn thing.
Do those head things like blow in their face when they're trying to play soccer? Do you know the little shake towel things? You know what I'm talking about?
so-
you know the things that go over. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Listen,
Those are illegal.
if you're listening, Shake, I want you to know that's MJ making the joke. But
Shake your booty.
yeah, well, listen. So,
Argentina is the best player in the world, Lionel Messi.
yes, Argentina's supposed.
No, but the cloth towel-y looking things, you know.
All right.
I don't know
do
that the team wears it on the field.
You know, with the black bands around the top of their head, do they wear those things on the field?
Only the goalie.
Oh, wait a second. Is that?
That's Nigeria. I'm trying to find pictures of the Saudi Arabian soccer team.
I want to know if they have the headdress things on, whatever the name is for those things, you know?
Anyway,
hijab?
Listen, no, it's different.
It's a male hijab.
So
All right.
the big news is if you're following the World Cup, which
Are they all greasy with oil?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm just asking. Listen, Saudi Arabia, you know, all kinds of Saudi oil.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
all
all
slippery.
over.
It's all slippery on the field.
Cover the field.
All right, so,
Argentinian goalie's like, the ball just slipped through my hands. I don't know what happened.
all right, so what were you saying?
So anyway, Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. That's big news in the sporting soccer World Cup world.
I don't like the way you say Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi.
It's
Arabia.
Saudi.
And then didn't we tie the U.S.?
Wales.
Yeah, we tied Wales, and then do we play again on Friday or something, or whatever the story is?
I'm not following it that
All right,
closely.
man, I'm sorry. I don't think I needed all this breaking news for that crap.
The whole world cares but you and the rest of
No,
America.
I care about soccer. My daughter plays soccer.
No, just World Cup soccer.
My daughter was a Division I recruit to a major university to play soccer. I care about. You know how many times I drove my daughter to soccer practice since she was 3?
All right, toting your kid around to soccer practice.
All the way to like multiple schools offering her Division I soccer scholarships.
She could be a professional women's soccer player and make like $30,000 a year.
Exactly. So in your face.
See?
All right. Chloe got offers from University of New Hampshire and like Oral Roberts University.
No, there were like 6 or 7 schools that were. West Point was coming after her.
Oral Hershiser University.
Yeah, I can picture Chloe at West Point.
Well, I think that kind of dawned on her. You know,
that's like when the Merchant Marine Academy was the only football recruiting scholarship I was offered. My dad's like, "You're not cut out for that."
Thank you, Fester. Thanks for the breaking news. All right. So the initial thing that I teased is there is a toy that has been inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame that could be one of the dumbest toys of all time.
Ooh.
I had this toy, and it's useless. You're interested in this thing for about 4 minutes, and then it goes up on the shelf in the closet, never to be used again.
Is it Jarts in the Toy Hall of Fame?
No, Jarts are in some kid's skull. All right? That's
the House of Horrors in the Hall of Fame.
You know, my buddy Kyle in Virginia Beach, he lived right on Bromfield in the Lake Smith Terrace area. And Kyle, they had this old 1960s box of lawn jarts.
Awesome.
They're lawn darts, but they were called jarts.
They were huge, right?
And these were about this long. I'm showing MJTV. They were metal spikes that you threw across the yard. What could possibly go wrong with metal spikes like railroad ties with points on them
that flew like a dart?
And you would throw these things, and you'd set up like a bullseye thing on the lawn, and you'd hurl these lawn darts, these metal spikes. So what could possibly go wrong with this product? Anyway, they were pulled off the market, but Kyle still had lawn jarts, and that was the game. We would try to hit each other with them.
Are you nuts?
My friends were nuts.
Throw them up in the air and
out
go
of
run.
control. No, this toy, and I had it. I wonder if you guys had it. And Michelle and I had a conversation about this because Michelle saw this story in my pile. Hey, Michelle, if you're listening, we had a conversation about this. About this is the dumbest toy of all time. So if you want to call the hotline, Michelle, I'm not going to call you. Only if you're listening right now and you're not sleeping, feel free to call the hotline.
I want to guess.
Go ahead, guess.
What's a dumb toy?
Dumbest toy.
Is like a board game, like Operation or something?
It's not a board game, but it's the name is as familiar as some of those famous old games like Operation or Don't Break the Ice or Ants in Your Pants or Chutes and Ladders or Candyland. No,
how about the stupid Slinky?
That's a good guess, but
I'm sure it's already in there.
The Slinky is an iconic toy.
I'm sure the Slinky was inducted long ago in the Toy Hall of Fame.
That truly only kids who had 2 stories in their house got to appreciate.
All right, any idea?
My dad got me a Slinky. We had a 1-story house. Like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
All right, Fester, do you want to take a guess?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Hold on. You had a 2-story house?
We had a 1. Yeah. So my dad gives me a Slinky.
You didn't have stairs.
And I had get books and stuff and make a stand like, this isn't working.
All right, Fester, do you have a guess on the dumbest toy of all time?
No, I don't even know where to start.
Isn't it hard to come up with a guess?
I mean, there's so many toys, but I don't know.
You ready?
It's like a Teddy Ruxpin or something.
This toy has been inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame. It happened last week, late last week.
Did they have a ceremony?
Oh, I know.
What?
Those slimy things that you throw against the wall and they crawl down the wall.
They're awesome.
I'll give you a clue here.
Some kind of clue would be great.
It was from Hasbro.
Everything was from Hasbro.
Hasbro.
Bag of glass.
Bag of glass.
I don't know. Just tell us.
That was that bag of glass. That was Dan Aykroyd on Saturday Night Live. Yes, it's Johnny Mainway from Mainway Toys. And yes.
Hottest new toy this year. Bag of takes it out. It's all crunching.
It's just a bag of shards of glass for the kids to play with.
I'd play with that.
I didn't even know there was a Toy Hall of Fame.
Yeah, either did I. I don't even know where the hell this thing is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. The toy is Light Bright.
Oh, my sister had one of those.
Yeah, I had one of those, and that was a dumb toy. Hey, go to YouTube, bring up a commercial.
I would have never got that.
They used to have a song, Light Bright, da-da-da-da-da-da, Light Bright. When I was a kid, I'm like, 8 years old playing with this thing. And Light Bright was fun for literally 5 minutes, and then you were done with it. I bring up Light Bright. You got the Light Bright? This is 1992, so this is actually kind of late.
Turn on the magic of colored lights. Light Bright from Milton Bradley.
Wait a minute, Milton
Hey,
Bradley?
that was Hasbro.
Light bright, turn on the magic of colored lights.
No, that's too new. No, that sucks.
All right, this is YouTube. I'm trying to
I
find
remember that one.
And then what
70s.
What toy company did they say?
Milton Bradley.
Yes, Milton Bradley must have purchased the assets of Hasbro. All right, go back to the beginning.
All right, this is from 1978.
All right, go, hit it.
Making things with light.
That's it.
Making things with light bright.
Light Bright, the toy that lets you create beautiful pictures with light.
Light bright, making things with light.
Work with colorful pegs that glow with light. Light bulb not included. Make people, animals, things.
And then you'd take it apart, reach in, and burn your fingertips with the light bulb.
Yeah.
That happened to me a couple of times.
It's like the Easy Bake Oven.
I just wanted to tell you, that's exactly, the Easy Bake Oven was a freaking light bulb in there. That was
that's it.
I think you needed to hook it up to gas lines. That's what you should have given your 5-year-old kid. But anyway, Light Bright, that's a dumb toy, but it's been inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
It is a dumb
I was
toy.
looking on YouTube at some of the old toy gun commercials. They are so crazy if you look at them now.
No,
They're
you're
like,
right.
act like you could shoot 100 people. I'm like, whoa.
Are you ready for the word of the day?
Sure.
Festa, do you have that little video ready to go where a woman is trying to tell us about this word?
I have to pull it back up. I deleted it to get the Light Bright.
Dude, what is wrong
That's
with
all right.
you?
I remember the word. Here we go.
You're able to have.
Here's my-
You got it. All right, don't select it yet. So I don't know where the heck I saw this, but the word of the day is quaff-tide. Froggy, have you ever heard of quaff-tide?
Does it have something to do with your hair? Because the only quaff is like your hairdo.
I
Right?
don't know where the heck I saw this, but it was like, hey, here's a really weird, word of the day, quaff-tide.
Quaff-tide.
And it turns out it's like 16th century medieval English.
Yes.
Quaff-tide. Do you know what the word quaff-tide means? QuaffTide.
The cleaning of my powdered wig.
No.
Is it an insult for a bunch of fishermen?
You
Nope.
quaff tide. What'd you say?
Listen to me, you bunch of quaff-tides.
Did you bring my window back up?
Yeah.
All right. A quaff-tide is a one-word announcement back in medieval times that it was time to drink.
Like cheers?
Quaff-tide!
Quaff tide, quaff tide.
Now, have they used that in Game of Thrones?
Or at medieval times.
Exactly. That'd be a great word. When the liquor girl comes around, it's quaff-tide time.
Quaff tide, man. Quaff tide. You want a drink?
Quaff-tide.
You watch what you're calling me, boy.
All right, listen to this audio bite. This is some lady online on YouTube talking about quaff-tide.
All right, don't say it like that. This is how we learned how to pronounce it, okay? Off this YouTube short video.
Well, I don't know if she's correct. All right, play it. Go ahead and click it. Listen to this.
I have a word of the day that you are going to love because guess what? Not only is it Thirsty Thursday, but TGIF is coming tomorrow. So this word is just in time. Quaff-tide! It's time to drink copiously to collapse and guzzle. Quaff-tide! It's time to quaff some down. Yeah, I'm quaffing my water right now.
All right, can I point something out? That lady does not have a tooth in her mouth.
No.
How much quaffing has she been doing?
There is not a tooth in that woman's mouth.
Who needs them?
She don't need them.
Quaff tide, man. Quaff tide.
And she looks like she's right out of Game of Thrones. She's like one of the village hags, this woman. I'm sorry.
Quaff-tide!
Quaff-tide! And she doesn't have one surviving tooth in her entire mouth. I'm telling you right now.
She's been quaff tied a bunch of Mountain Dew.
Today we quaff-tied to my teeth.
So I want to point this out that, ladies and gentlemen, from now on, when it's time to drink, Introduce your friends and family to the word Quafftide. Quafftide. That means it's time to drink Quafftide, and it's medieval English. Quafftide. Hey, speaking of food, I saw a story about this woman that hates the holidays and hates having families over because every family member has some kind of a woke dietary restriction.
Oh, gosh. Don't come over.
We could probably go to phones on this. And how many people listening are being driven crazy by the uncle is allergic to yams, and the cousin gets a bad headache from the tryptophan in the turkey.
Well, I mean, just think about even people with something as simple as a peanut allergy.
That's true.
How is that being woke, though? Maybe they have a real allergy.
I mean, some of these things actually seem legitimate.
Well, wait a sec.
Unless are they busting out with we don't want gluten?
Hang on. Yep. So, listen, if you've got, let's say, celiac, then avoiding gluten is obviously imperative. But the point is, it's really not the allergies. It's the woke issues. For whatever reason, you've got some kind of political or some type of a theoretical issue with some type of food. So that's just one of the things. And this woman, I read an article how she hates hosting the whole family because everyone's got some kind of food issue, and it's not just allergies. It's just like the politically correct. Oh no, that's not sustainable farming. That kind of. Are you okay?
Sustainable.
What are you choking on your pancreas over there? What's going on?
How fast my grandfather would have kicked you out of the house if he would have said sustainable farming. Get the hell out, you sustainable farming.
That's what I'm saying.
Is going to eat everything anyway.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? Let me see if I can grab a couple of calls here. I have no idea where this is going to go. Because you know what happens? Callers surprise us with great angles and great stories. With Thanksgiving, do you have any family members that you dread having over because they're going to complain about everything? So do you have any woke people in your family? And listen, I brought up sustainable farming.
Farming.
Do you have any? Is this a free range turkey? You know, they raise these turkeys in little bins. I can't eat this turkey. But are there any issues? Are there any family members that you are dreading that are coming over that you're hosting for Thanksgiving, or any aspect or any angle that I'm not even thinking about? 800-990-1047 is how you get in. Let's fire up the phones. 800-990-1047. So any angle. Yeah, Andrew was just screening calls. Hey, the call that I just saw, one you screened that hung up. What was that? What were they going to call about?
His sister is vegan.
Okay.
Oh, great.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So yesterday, MJ, was
no turkey, no ham, I guess.
Yesterday was the potluck Friendsgiving luncheon at General RV yesterday, right?
God.
So,
a bunch of salesmen with their grubby hands.
Worse than salesmen.
Any food poisoning?
A bunch of RV techs in there bringing in some of their old ladies.
Oh, that's great. So the RV techs all greased up good. They got stains. They got grease all over their hands, and they're bringing in food. Yeah, I want to eat that.
The big disappointment was Chantrice didn't make her world famous red velvet cake. Aside from that, everything was very nice.
Why the hell did Chantrice not bring in her world famous velvet cake?
Her red velvet cake is the absolute best.
All right, so what happened? Why didn't she bring it in?
I asked her, and she said, I'll make some before Thanksgiving. I'll make you one. I was like, oh, Chantrice, you're the best.
Man.
She makes the best.
Yeah, exactly.
I would Quafftide Chantrice's red velvet cake. Anyway, there were a couple of dishes, MJ, that had a little V on like the little card that said what it was, and it said vegan. So for employees who are vegan, they wanted to separate their dishes. Yeah,
see, I'd put chunks of ham in there and just put a V on it.
No, I think I even saw one that said nut free. You know, in case you didn't want to eat nuts.
On. Hey, Andrew, screen up these calls. Hurry up. 800-990-1047. So if anyone has any odd issues that have come up, Do you have family members that are going to come over for Thanksgiving, and there's got to be some issue with the food? Do you have complainers? Are they? Listen, if you're a vegan, listen, I fully respect that. I'm kidding about putting chunks of ham in the vegan dish. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to anybody because that would be cruel. I wouldn't do it. But again, if I don't get a ton of calls on this, or maybe even one or two, I'm just going to move on.
Did you ever the grandparent come over? That was disgusting to watch as they ate. Their food was just. My grandma hocked up a corn fritter on the table one time.
The dentures get pulled out.
To get so gross.
Get the fingers.
I'm going to eat in the other room.
I love my grandparents.
Me too.
But one of my grandmas, her fingers used to go in her mouth while she's eating, and she would just like move stuff around that was stuck to the gums and everything.
I don't understand what you guys are saying.
Andrew, hang on. The phones are ringing, and you're not putting anything on hold here. What is going on?
Well, the one I did put on hold dropped off.
And what about the other ones?
It was about an accordion.
What?
Okay.
I'm not talking. Hey, are schools?
That's why I didn't give it to you.
Are schools out this week?
Public schools are. Some private schools are half day today, and yeah. So.
All right. So I think call volume appears to be a little lower today.
Yeah, public schools out.
So yeah, that takes a lot of people off the road and a lot of people not listening normally. Yeah.
I don't understand when you guys say one relative was the disgusting one, because every relative was disgusting at my Thanksgiving table growing up in their own way. From Grandpa taking the stuffing with his bare hands.
Ew, God, what an animal.
To my other grandmother, my father would put the turkey on the table, right? And my grandmother would snake in and rip the turkey's ass meat off, and she would call it the Pope's nose. And
What? The Pope's nose?
The little piece of flesh that's over there, like the tail or the tail feathers, that little tip at the butt crack of the
butthole meat?
Yeah, the butthole topper. It's the actual butthole.
The turkey butthole topper?
And she would reach in and pinch off the Pope's nose and eat it. This is the best
Hold on.
piece.
What about the oysters? What? You got those two things on the side of the bone, and they're like oysters.
You have to dig them out.
No, you don't. They pop right out, but they're like you don't need a scalpel to dig them out.
I'm thinking like the chicken. It's on the chicken back.
My grandmother would eat the heart of the turkey.
I think the chickens have the oyster, and so do the turkeys. I think right. They both do, if I'm not mistaken.
What kind of chickens you eating with oysters in them?
All right,
piece of meat.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right, so moving along, 7:45. It's the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. God, the phones suck today.
Yeah, right.
Typically I could ask for a one-armed, one-legged guy that got hit in the head with a bowling ball at league night last night, and I've got 5 lines ringing. And
that's 5 total arms.
Well, we can typically ask for anything, but the phones kind of suck today.
So today's a weird day, MJ. Yeah. Every place is open, but a lot of businesses are closed, or a lot of people are taking the whole week off.
Hey, we're live. The MJ Morning Show is live. This is Tuesday, November the 22nd, and we're live. All right, phones are ringing again, so I don't know what these calls are going to be about. Call about an accordion. What?
So we have people who are still guessing what the toy might have been. He said it was a light bright, people.
Oh.
I get Marilyn from Burger King say, it's a Rubik's Cube. No, Marilyn, it's not a Rubik's Cube. It's
now every line's ringing. Maybe these are sympathy calls. I don't.
Don't show pity on us, people. We don't want that.
I don't know. All right. There's a frozen food that doctors say you should stop buying immediately. A frozen food, and this is a massive. Look at the phones here. All right, hang on a minute.
What's going on?
Are these guilt trip calls?
I don't know. Let me go to phones now. Now every phone line is ringing. All right. Hi, Grace is in Newport Richie. Hey, Grace, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you. I have a sister who does Thanksgiving and Christmas at her house.
Yep.
I have a brother who comes over. He's diabetic. Never offers to bring anything with him, but always brings containers to bring home food.
All right, now, what do the diabetes have to do with it?
Well, because you said the special food that, like they won't eat this and they can't eat that.
All right, so your diabetic brother obviously stays away from the
stuff that's not diabetic. Like he'll take home pie, cookies.
Right. Just takes home what? Green beans?
He brings over containers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brings over containers. And like my sister goes out of her way. Her one daughter is vegan, her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. So she has to make like the turkey.
But that's nervy. You come to somebody's Thanksgiving dinner with all kinds of you bring your own
Tupperware.
You bring your own Tupperware.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, no. This gets better though, because she makes the turkey, but I don't eat turkey, so she makes the ham. And then her daughter and the boy.
Listen, why is she making the ham? Just go to Honey Baked, would you?
So then they have to make the tofu turkey.
Oh no, the tofu. Oh, so
tofurkey.
Yeah, the tofurkey.
The vegan gravy. And the vegan gravy, and she does all this. My sister's wonderful. She does all this.
I'm not coming to her house.
You know what? Go the heck home. Make your own food.
All right, Grace, thanks for the call. Good story. I appreciate it.
It actually sounds like a really thoughtful person to bring your own Tupperware, because all they want to do is get rid of leftovers, and you don't want to loan out your stuff.
Oh, no. Here's Nick in Tampa. I'm looking at the screen. Nick, hi. Nick, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How's it going?
What's going on?
My in-laws don't wash any of their pots or pans.
Oh. But, folks, what? Nick just said that his in-laws don't wash any of their pots or pans. What do they?
They just use them and put them back in the oven after they're done.
So you're getting food cooked with all kinds of caked-on old stuff stuck inside the pan?
Exactly.
Oh,
it's disgusting.
What do they think? It's a flavor? It stays?
It's like a seasoned skillet.
It's a non-stick skillet, so it's not like it's one of those seasoned ones.
Oh yeah, like a cast iron, or we've got cast iron, we've got carbon steel, and when I make like a chicken breast, or I like brown a steak and then cook a steak in the carbon steel pan, that whole thing goes in the oven. I brown it on if I make a steak, which I don't eat that much red meat, maybe once a month, but if I
you bored him? You bored him with your steak story. He hung up on you in the middle.
Nick just hung up on me.
Nick, we had questions about your slovenly in-laws.
Nick, call me. I think his cell dropped.
All right.
Nick, call me back. 800-990-1047. No, but I've got a carbon steel pan, and you don't wash that. What you do, though, is you just wipe it out. You wipe all the grease, but that keeps the pan seasoned.
But if you got just regular run-of-the-mill, Rachel Ray pots and pans, you got to kind of wash them every time.
Yeah. Hey, Arthur's in St. Pete. Hey, Art.
Yes, I was talking about, you were talking about the Pope's nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
We call it turkey tails. We put them in the greens.
Oh.
Yes.
In collards?
Yeah, we smoke them and put them in the collard greens.
Oh, man. First of all, collard greens, when you have good collard greens, nothing beats good collard greens.
Yeah, because it's healthier, and we don't want to use the fat back anymore.
Yeah, but, with collards, you got to be careful. You don't want to put too much salt. You don't want to kill them with sodium. Like, the collard greens they sell, like, in the store, in the can, if you look at the sodium,
through the roof.
It's 5 months worth of sodium. In like one, yeah, I know. Anyway, Arthur, collard greens. When I can get good homemade collard greens, nothing beats it. Hey, Arthur, thanks for listening, buddy.
All right, take it easy.
I'm telling you, that Pope's nose, is a very all meat, but he uses it in the collards. My grandmother used to pinch that thing off. I know, it's disgusting.
All right, Nick's back. Nick, who dropped. Hey, Nick, did you hang up on me or what?
Yeah, to be honest, you're boring me to death.
All right, goodbye, Nick. Thank you, Nick.
All right, Nick,
Nick the prick, thanks.
hey, Nick, anything else on your disgusting in-laws cookware?
That's it.
All right, so you just called back to give me crap.
Okay,
that's about it. Thanks.
All right, Nick, have a lousy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, screw you, Nick.
I see it.
Hope your mother-in-law spits in the stuffing.
Hope the house burns down. With a grease fire.
From not washing your pans.
Exactly. All right. Last call. Last call. Rich is in Hudson. Rich, you're on the MJ Morning Show, and then we'll get to the frozen item. The doctors say, do not eat. Stop buying it. All right. Rich is in Hudson. Hey, Rich, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
I'm with Nick.
What?
You guys. So anyway.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a military family, and my dad was a sergeant major for 38 years, and his brother, my Uncle Jimmy, was a bird colonel, and my father hated officers.
Okay.
So every Thanksgiving, every Thanksgiving they'd look at each other. They'd both get up from the table and they'd go out in the backyard and fist fight.
A Thanksgiving fist fight? Would they come in bloodied?
A couple times my uncle did, the officer.
Oh my God!
Okay,
listen, that's I've heard of like family football games on Thanksgiving, but never like a MMA death match.
That's crazy.
There'd be the ceremonial piece of turkey tossed, and then both look at each other and go back outside, and they'd come right back in like nothing ever happened.
I'm gonna snap you like the wishbone. Hey, buddy, thanks for the call.
What a family.
I love you guys.
Hey, love you too, buddy. Thanks for tolerating us.
Yeah.
All right, so one frozen food the doctors are saying you got to stop buying right away because it's horrific for your heart. A frozen food. Any idea, guys? Think about this. This is very common.
Tyson chicken.
No, it's not. No,
just because the CFO sleeps in some lady's bed.
Chicken's healthy for you. All right. Think of a frozen food, very common. It's in your grocer's freezer. In fact, there are lots of different types in your grocer's freezer that doctors say you should stop eating ASAP.
Froggy?
Hot Pocket.
No.
Son of a...
Oh, okay. That's leading me down. Not Lunchables. Those sandwich Uncrustables.
No, well, first of all, Lunchables are not in your grocer's freezer.
That's why I changed it. I knew it had a bowls in it.
Uncrustables are in your grocer's freezer, and the answer is no. Those things I would imagine are fairly decent. Yes.
Ow, my nose.
Froggy, would you hit your...
Oh, my nose. Pizza rolls.
But hold on, you're really warm. Warm.
All right.
Not like microwave meals, like
I just said warm.
I know.
He said pizza rolls, and I said he was
egg rolls.
No,
microwavable pizza. I mean, oven pizza.
Yes.
Frozen pizza.
Egg rolls.
Yes.
I don't know. You said rolls. You said pizza rolls. Egg rolls make sense.
Egg rolls.
Listen to this. The one frozen food the doctors say you should stop buying ASAP. It's so bad for your heart. Frozen pizza. Listen to this from Yahoo News. If you lead a busy life and don't frequently have time to cook, you may rely on easy-to-make or pre-prepared meals, including frozen varieties, blah, blah, blah. In fact, there's one frozen meal that experts say you should avoid as much as possible if you want to keep your heart health in good shape. And that is frozen pizza.
Does it give a brand, or is it just it's a blanket frozen pizza?
A registered dietitian and nutritionist, Krutika Nanavati, told Yahoo News that the processed ingredients in frozen pizza can put your heart at risk. I'll tell that to DiGiorno.
I mean, what's the processed part, though?
It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
DiGiorno's good.
All right, what preservative?
I don't know if I've ever had a DiGiorno pizza.
Of course not, because you're a pizza diva.
I am. That is true. Me and Pizza Man, I'm telling you, or I should say Pizza and I.
You ever had a Boboli?
The pizza crust that you make your own?
Yeah,
I think years ago I had a Boboli, but I don't think I made a pizza out of it. Listen, I'm a pizza snob. I'll tell you right now, it's 100% right. And I find, in the scheme of things, only 3 to 5% of pizza I consider edible.
What?
I am a very, very tough pizza critic.
Okay, edible or enjoyable or fantastic?
Listen, enjoyable for me equals edible, all right? Because guess what? I'm not wasting the calories. I'll spit crap out. If we're playing around and we're like testing out different pizza places,
you spit the pizza out.
Oh yeah. If I get bad pizza, Michelle and I.
You have an issue.
Michelle and I have. Hold on. Let me get Michelle on the phone. Hang on.
If I'm at a table and you spit out pizza, I might punch you in the face because that's disgusting.
I'm telling you right now.
Disrespectful.
Michelle and I have a thing. If we go, and listen, this is a thing. Like when we're in New York and we're in Brooklyn, and let's say there are like 10 other pizza places that I'm dying to try, or we're in Queens, or we're in Staten Island. If we're up in, all right, Michelle,
we're to bring a bucket like a wine tasting.
Hang on a minute, Michelle. If we're doing some pizza tasting, And we've been known to like go to like 3, 4, 5 different spots and go grab a slice because I have a list of pizza shops all over the country that I want to try.
Yeah.
All right, what happens? All right, Fester, do you have something open again?
I don't think I do.
Just close everything.
My computer's closed now.
All right. So, Michelle, can you hear me? You're getting feedback back.
I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Because I hear like a delay coming back in my headphones. All right, so Michelle, if we're doing a little pizza tour and we're trying different slice places and we put the pizza, first of all, can't I just look at a pizza and I can tell you if it's good?
Yes.
Typically, I can just look at the pie and I can tell you, that's in, that's out.
What do you think of the shakaroni?
I haven't had the shakaroni.
You
okay?
look at it, the commercial.
Don't get me started. Okay? Don't get me started on pizza shops that have plastic light up signs on the roof. Okay, don't get me started.
Shaq, don't listen to him.
Shakaroni.
So Michelle, if we go to a pizza place and we take a bite out of the slice, sort of like a conciliatory, almost like a charity bite, and maybe I'll look at the pizza and you know what, it's not good. But sometimes maybe you get fooled and you'll take the bite. What happens? What do we do? And what is the saying that we both subscribe to if we eat something, take a bite, and it's just no good? What do we do?
Not worth the calories. Pitch it.
Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Is she not my soulmate? Not worth the calories.
Wow. Nothing like seeing you two at the table spitting up pizza.
If something is not worth the calories, we spit it out. Yes, Andrew.
Yeah.
No, but Michelle didn't say that she spit it out.
No, she does.
If it's not worth the calories, you don't eat it, Andrew. It has to go somewhere.
Michelle has spit stuff out, and we both agree. You know what? It's not worth the calories.
You don't want that junk in your body.
Exactly. I mean, why would you waste the calories when something is crappy? You spit it out. When in doubt, spit it out.
Yep.
Oh, man, you too.
All right, Michelle. All right, bye-bye.
How do you guys pull off going to dinner with other people?
Not worth the calories.
What do you think of Little Caesars $5 hot and ready?
I just spit it into a napkin like a mutton chop and then put it in my coat pocket.
All right, as a frequent customer at Little Caesars, I want you to know it's not $5 anymore. Yeah. It's $5.55.
I like Little Caesars.
And then it's like $6.55 if you want
guys,
pep.
Don't get me started.
And I like their crazy bread. Ooh, Parmesan.
Guys,
it makes you go crazy.
Guys, you know me. I'm a pizza file.
Marco's meatball pizza.
Listen, guys, stop. 3 to 5% of pizza is acceptable in my book. It's a very low percentage.
Have you?
Because hey, most pizza sucks.
Okay. Have you seen the new Shaquille O'Neal Shakaroni commercial where it's like him and his mother and the entire family is played by Shaq?
And he has a mullet.
Not only does he deserve an Oscar for those performances, it's delicious.
I've seen the commercials, Fester. Yes, I've seen the spots.
All right.
All right, can I move on now?
Can you?
What else is going on with this frozen pizza? Let me just share a little more here. So this nutritionist says that the processed ingredients can put your heart at risk, heart disease, other issues.
Shut up! I mean, she's talking about processed meat, pepperoni.
Most
That's the same thing you get
frozen
on fresh stuff.
I know.
Most frozen pizzas are loaded with unhealthy ingredients, including processed meats, high-fat cheeses, sugary sauces. All these processed ingredients are bad enough on their own due to the fact that they pack in high amounts of fat and calories while offering practically no nutritional value. And when you throw them all together, you frankly got a recipe for disaster when it comes to your heart health.
Oh,
wow. She's pooping on all pizza, MJ.
No, this is frozen. What? The factory-made frozen pizza. Look at the ingredients.
Okay.
You go to a regular pizzeria.
Yeah.
You've got high gluten flour. Maybe you're making a Neapolitan. You're using some good 00. All right. Then you've got some good tomatoes out of the gate. A little bit of seasoning. And then you've got some grande. And listen, when it comes to mozzarella cheese, if you're making a pizza and you're not using grande mozzarella, then you're a hack. You got to use... Can I point something out?
Please? Or no?
All right. I'm in Restaurant Depot last weekend.
Right, yeah.
I'm in Restaurant Depot on 50th. There's also a Restaurant Depot in Largo, which seems to be run a little better than the Restaurant Depot on 50th. Just an observation.
I'll tell corporate.
So I'm at Restaurant Depot, and there's a guy with the big, huge metal cart. And this thing is just loaded with bags of flour. He's got the massive number 10 cans of like tomato sauce or tomatoes. Then he's got the in-house brand of mozzarella cheese, big giant loaves, big blocks of the cheese. And I'm like, hey, making pizza? And he said, yep. I said, you're not using grande cheese for your pizza? And he's like, what's that?
You're so annoying.
Oh.
All right, listen, if you own a pizza shop, if you're making pizza and you don't even know what the grande brand is, listen, I don't know what you're doing, man, but if you don't know what grande cheese is and you're in the pizza business, then you're a hack and you don't know what you're doing. So I didn't get into a confrontation and yell at him in the middle of the store, but I just walked away. Hey, man, hey, good luck. Have a good day.
All right, MJ.
Yeah, yes.
This woman, I'm sorry, I don't know what their gender is. This dietitian,
yes,
who's all over pizza.
Yes.
She's talking about all pizzas. She's talking.
Yeah.
You go to Pizza Hut.
Frozen. No,
but
there's no difference what she
Stop
said.
Stop saying the word frozen. Sugar's in the sauce.
It depends. It depends.
Processed meats.
If you have a place, if you have a pizza shop that's doing from scratch, you're not going to have a lot of the chemicals or the processed crap or the heavy duty sugars and sodiums. So listen, pizza is a relatively healthy thing. It's just some of the frozen manufactured varieties. Take a look. Oh, look at the phones. Phones are all jammed on this. Look at the ingredient list on frozen pizzas. And you can't even pronounce 90% of the ingredients that are in your pizza. It should be flour, tomatoes, cheese. That's it.
Stop comparing her research to your 3% of pizza places and go with the other, 97% that most people go to.
Give me the call screener. Let me grab line 6 here. We'll say hi to Scott. Scott's on I-4. Hi, Scott. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Morning, MJ.
Hey.
Guys. What about straight homemade pizza? Like I make the pizza dough in the bread machine and then stretch it and do it all.
Oh, you're fine. I think that is fine. You just make your own dough. You use tomatoes or tomato sauce. I would highly recommend using San Marzano DOP certified tomatoes, and then use a good cheese. I think that's fine. It's these when you look at the ingredients at the store, when you look at the frozen pizzas. Are you putting all this diglyceride, crapatola, are you putting all that crap? Of course you're not. No, there's nothing wrong with your homemade.
If you count the 5 pounds of mozzarella I usually put on top of it.
That's fine. Are you using grande? By the way, grande is tough for...
I've never heard of it till you mentioned it.
Yeah, grande, you can't buy it in the store. It's like a wholesale deal, and you got to... Right. Yeah, you can't buy it. And I've never seen grande in a supermarket. So, hey, buddy, thanks for the call. Marilyn is in Bradenton. Hey, Marilyn, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, it's Marilee, but that's okay.
Marilyn. Hey, Marilyn. Go ahead.
Yes. It's not really frozen. It's in the refrigerated section, but I love the Walmart pizzas that they have. They are as close to, I'm from New York, and they're as close to a New York pizza. So,
where in New York are you from? Like Poughkeepsie or where are you from?
I'm from the Poughkeepsie, Newburgh area.
Oh, look at that. I nailed it. Yeah, you can't get good pizza up there.
All right, hold on.
No.
When you say Walmart pizza, are you talking about like the Great Value brand pizza or a specific brand that you buy at a store that happens to be Walmart?
Or in the deli.
Yeah, which one?
In the deli.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about.
Pizza.
Yeah, listen, hey, Marilyn, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm really skeptical of your taste buds.
Let me tell you what, when we moved down here to New York...
Give me an ISO on that. I need an ISO. I'm going to take that ISO of Marilyn's laugh and I'm going to put it right next to Fester's.
Being from New York, it's very hard to find real good New York pizza down here. That's for sure. But we did find one really good place. It's called Verano's, and they are from New York, and they are amazing.
Where is it? Verano's in Bradenton?
Yes, yes, and they're New York, true New York pizza. but the Walmart pizzas are really good. I mean, you know, if you can't get the pizza,
wait, were you hit over the head? What do you mean? How can a Walmart deli pizza be really good like New York?
How about you try it before you knock on her?
Okay, I take that back. It's not as good as New York. I apologize. That was the wrong thing to say. Because New York pizza is the best pizza.
All right, Marilyn, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. You guys are great.
You're great, too. Thank you. All right, one more call. We're going to move on. Man, this is kind of a loosey-goosey show today.
MJ, have you seen those
things?
things?
Who was that? Is that her?
That's me.
No, that's Fester. Who's playing that?
That was her.
That's the new one.
Wait, hold on. I can't tell the difference.
Hold on. Wait a minute. That's Marilyn? All right, now here's Fester. Here's Fester's.
It's the same thing.
Now hit Marilyn. No, it's not. That's the same damn audio bite. Are you serious?
No, did you play Fester's during her call?
Yes, that's Fester's. Dude, that's Fester's noise. No wonder why it sounds exactly the same.
He went back to the audio clip.
You got to go before the Fester because I said, hey, you sounded like Fester. And then I played the Fester. No. Froggy's spitting up something over here.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
I got peanuts in my mouth.
I got to grab one more call, then we got to move on. Rhiannon is at MacDill. Hello, Rhiannon. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Oh, happy Tuesday to you. Hi, Rhiannon. Go ahead.
So this is kind of freaking me out because I'm a soldier and I'm limited on time. So my daughter eats one of those square Totino's pizza like every single day.
How old is she?
She's 9.
You better cut that out. She's not going to make it to 11.
All right, that's
my goodness.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. No, but I would maybe limit that.
Dang, it's just so convenient. I just open that square pizza and pop it in the air fryer.
I get it, but I would have to suggest some healthier options for your 9-year-old.
Oh, please, they're 9.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Now's the time to eat it.
All right. Listen, I don't mean to scare the crap out of you, but I've got this Yahoo story. A dietitian, doctors are saying, knock it off with the frozen pizza. They're not healthy for you.
Look at the stuff you ate at lunch every day in school. It's all frozen crap, and we're all fine.
Rhiannon, listen, I don't want to tell you how to be a parent, but you might want to maybe step up the nutritional value and the food quality for your beloved daughter.
Yeah, you guys just gave me an aha moment. Thank you.
Rhiannon, what branch of the service are you in?
Army.
And you're on MacDill?
Yes.
Rhiannon, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your service to this country, okay?
You guys keep up the good work.
And I want you to step up your service to your daughter and stop giving her a Totino's frozen pizza every day.
Oh, please.
Yeah, give her that. Yeah, give her an
Hold on. What'd you say?
Roger that.
That's what I thought you said. Roger that.
MJ, get off her case. Give her an MRE instead. That's a lot healthier.
Rhiannon, thanks for listening.
Those are delicious. Okay, thank you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
MJ, you're really coming off as a food diva
I mean,
here.
you're really.
Listen, I just gave her an aha moment. My
buddy ate a Totino's pizza every single day as a youth.
He named his kid Totino.
Let me tell you right now.
He died a decade ago, but
yeah, all right.
I'm just kidding. He's fine. There we go.
There we. All right, let me hear it again. Play it again. That is great. I put that right next to the Fester Snicker in here.
That sounds nothing like my wheeze.
Of course. That's why I said that wasn't her.
I thought you were comparing apples to apples.
No.
All
right. Play it one more time. And you ready? Go.
Today.
How long does it take you to play the sound effect?
A little bit longer than we thought.
Thank you, Andrew. All right. Yeah, put that up on the board. Listen, I feel good. I just got Rhiannon to feed her daughter healthier than giving her a Totino's pizza every day for lunch.
Yeah, you're bagel bites now.
They're bagels.
In bite-sized form.
All right, Fester, I thought this would be right up your alley.
Lay it on me.
Panera workers are saying that people are taking advantage of the Unlimited Sip Club. Are you aware of the Panera Unlimited Sip Club?
So is it the coffee cup that you can go in and get refills on?
Panera debuted its drink membership, the Unlimited Sip Club, earlier this year, and apparently it's leading to theft. The Insider spoke to 6 workers who reported regular thefts of drinks in their stores. Identities were verified. They wanted to remain anonymous. Members who pay a monthly fee of $11.99 get access to unlimited refills of Panera's drinks every day. In many locations, customers mobile order their free drink, grab a cup, and fill it without interacting with a worker. Workers told Insider the system is easy for non-members to exploit by filling up cups without paying and letting workers assume that they're paying members. The most stolen beverages by far are the caffeinated lemonades. A manager in Michigan, all 3 flavors of charged lemonade plus regular lemonade use the same drink base. The bubbler drinks are absolutely the most stolen drinks in the store, referring to the drinks of, I guess, the standard soda fountain.
They call them bubbler drinks?
That's what in the article it does.
I've never heard caffeinated lemonade?
Well, I never heard of soda fountain drinks be called bubblers.
Did you know that Panera had an unlimited Sip Club?
So this is catching on. I thought I knew that they had like an unlimited coffee club, but I didn't know they expanded to everything.
Fester has the unlimited trunk of every fast food cup club going on in the trunk of his 2004 Lincoln Town Car. Fester has all of these cups from different restaurants, and he just, when he's thirsty, let's say he's passing a Burger King, McDonald's, he just pulls into the lot, grabs the cup out of the trunk, walks in, right up onto the fountain.
All right.
That is theft.
There's a lot
that is theft.
All right. Besides it being theft, there's a lot that has to go into it because you have to, judge how many people are in the store. You always have to walk in, not the main entrance, maybe like the side entrance or the secondary entrance.
By the bathrooms.
Yeah. Or you walk in, then you walk toward the bathroom first, then you walk out and you walk toward the machines. So there's a lot of strategy that goes into this.
Dude,
I was at, where was I? I was at Hyatt Place on Sunday for their breakfast.
Oh no, that's another one of Fester's rackets. Is
still do that?
Fester just walks into the hotels, motels, Holiday Inns that do the free breakfast in the morning. Fester strolls in the front door and just sits down like he's a guest that stayed in room 310 the night before.
Meanwhile, that's his weight.
Yeah,
Did you take your kids?
I took Hudson.
Oh,
Did you wheel your luggage in, or do you have your key card handy?
No, I took Hudson in his pajamas.
Fester's got like you just brought him from upstairs?
Yeah.
So Fester's got a whole series of key cards as well, so he can walk through the lobby with one of the plastic cards for the hotel chain. I mean, you are the biggest scam artist of all time.
I will tell you this: don't underestimate Hyatt Place's breakfast. It's really good.
Which Hyatt Place did you whambookie over the weekend?
I think there's one off of.
No, don't think. Which one was it?
It's off of Fowler, like Fowler and 30th, kind of by the university.
And you just walked in, had breakfast?
Just walk in.
This guy's unbelievable.
Clerk see you?
They don't know. They're busy checking people in and out. It's a Sunday morning.
In the past, Fester's had a prop wheeling luggage bag that he wheels through the lobby.
I would have used that if I didn't have the kid in pajamas.
Jeez,
you got all the angles.
You are unbelievable.
Yeah.
So now the Panera Unlimited Sip Club, people are ripping them off apparently.
I'll tell you, $11.99 for a Sip Club seems high because Circle K has a Sip Club that I think is almost half that price, and you can get like $6.99. You get a free drink every day or something.
I saw a guy he does a video on how to beat soda machines. You know how to get free soda. And he went into a 7-Eleven and he duct taped like 10 big gulps together and cut out the bottoms. And he made a cup that was like 8 feet tall.
Are you serious? How do you check out with that?
It was hilarious. The guy's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Okay. So you can get the Sip and Save at Circle K for $5.99 a month. And
who would get that? Jeez.
There's 1,000 times the Circle K's as opposed to the Panera Breads around here.
That's true.
Yeah.
So members who pay the monthly fee of $11.99, they get access, but people are stealing it by just showing up with cups, and they're not members of the club.
No.
And they're just ripping them off. So that's the story over there.
I see people at that place just working, like not doing anything else with their laptop. Maybe those are the guys stealing.
All right, Fester, I mentioned this name to you earlier this morning. You're like, oh, my God. Yeah, I saw that. My wife loves that show. Todd and Julie Chrisley are going to federal prison for tax fraud.
Yeah.
Chrisley knows best.
All right, now what is it? What is it? I've never seen the show.
Oh, it's funny.
What is it called? Chrisley Knows Best?
Yeah, Chrisley knows best. All the headlines this morning is Chrisley should have known better. He is going away for some hard time for a long time.
All right, here's the deal.
Going to be popular.
All right, now, can you get your wife on the phone?
Yeah.
All right, Fester's going to call Allison. Allison is Fester's wife.
Now, they're really going to go to federal prison?
Dude.
These people are like...
The Chrisleys. Now, this show is on what, USA Network?
Yes.
They originally carried it. There's been a couple of incarnations about it.
Now, how many years... Not.
Oh, my God, it's been on for years.
Not how many years they go to prison. How many years has the show been on the air?
About half the prison time Todd's going to do, like 6 years maybe.
Right, so the Chrisleys are going to prison. Todd Chrisley, he's been sentenced to 12 years behind bars and then 16 months of probation.
Oh, my God.
Julie Chrisley, she was found guilty of bank fraud and tax evasion, and she's going to jail for 7 years plus 16 months of probation. The husband is going to prison, federal prison, for 12 years, and she's going to prison for 7 years for bank fraud and tax evasion.
They had a fantastic little town, big fish, little town scam going on.
What were they doing?
They were like in the real estate industry, I think like around Atlanta, and they would go to small banks where they would have a little notoriety and they'd get a loan. And they would inflate their numbers, and then they got a couple of loans, upwards of like $30 million in loans, and then they go bankrupt, and they don't pay anybody. And then they get this reality show, and they flaunt their wealth. And
that's all they do.
live such a luxurious, over-the-top, redneck lifestyle.
What schmucks? So where do they live? Where were they based at?
Originally,
Where's your wife?
I put her on line 11.
You remember the first season they had like
she hung up. She told me I said we're talking about Chrisley. She's like, I don't want to talk about that jerk. And she must have hung up. Let's call her again.
Oh,
the first season, you remember, Fest? The first season they were in a complete mansion, and then the second season they're in like a little house.
They moved a couple of times around Atlanta, and then I think they moved to Nashville. And if you saw him and you saw him on his show, MJ, I thought he was like a Liberace type character, just over the top, flamboyant, and over the top with just his mannerisms.
Talk like this.
Neither of the couple's attorneys nor federal prosecutors immediately returned the New York Post phone calls, page 6. Prior to sentencing, prosecutors had recommended nearly 22 years behind bars for Todd Chrisley, who's 53, and 12 years for Julie. So he's getting 12 years, she's getting 7 years. This is crazy. They were found guilty of multiple charges back in June, and then they were just sentenced. The comedian's loved ones say that they're still fighting, I guess, for what? Fighting for some type of an appeal. The Chrisleys have built an empire based on a lie that their wealth came from dedication and hard work, according to prosecutors in the sentencing memorandum on November 16th. The jury's unanimous verdict sets the record straight. Todd and Julie Chrisley are career swindlers.
That's right.
Oh my
who
gosh.
have made a living by jumping from one fraud scheme to another, lying to banks, stiffing vendors, and evading taxes at every corner.
All right.
Julie seems so normal.
Okay, so
Todd and Julie, who have maintained their innocence, fought back and vouched for less than the recommended time. Lawyers wanted maximum of 9 years in prison, and hers asked for probation with no jail time. The reality TV stars had also filed a joint motion for a new trial on the grounds that a witness lied during their spring trial, which was denied on October 28th. Yeah, Todd and Julie, they share sons Chase, 26, Grayson, 16.
And Savannah.
Daughter Savannah. How do you know this?
Because they're on the show.
I watched the show.
And
I used to.
Savannah is a dime.
Except for that mole.
All right, Savannah's 25. What are you saying? Savannah's pretty hot?
She's a beautiful young
She's
woman.
got a badly placed mole that takes it all away from me.
It's not cancerous.
They were in. How do you know? Have it checked out. Could be melanoma. All right, so.
All right.
They were indicted back in August of 2019 on charges of submitting all kinds of fake documents to banks to secure more than $30 million in loans.
And then here's the crazy part, MJ.
Yeah.
Like, their personal assistant turned them in to the FBI.
Oh my God!
Because he wanted to have like a love affair with Todd. It's really steamy.
Hold on. The personal assistant, male or female?
I think they were male.
The male personal assistant wanted to have a thing with Todd?
You really have to go back and look at a couple of these episodes because Todd is
he's so
outwardly flamboyant in his unique way that I told my wife, I go, this is a ruse. He's running a ruse on everybody.
Julie, I got a great idea.
Julie was additionally accused of using fake statements to rent a home. Todd was convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and tax. He was convicted of defrauding the whole damn country, the United States of America.
You know what's funny is when you watch the show, they come off like really rich. Like the kid drives a $120,000 Range Rover, and they never talk about what they do.
Why does your wife? Why does Allison keep hanging up? I'm about to go to her each time.
So here's the text chain.
Hanging up.
Here's the text chain. She hung up the first time. She goes, sorry, Hudson started yelling. I wrote, let him yell. I call her back. And then after being on hold for like 4 minutes, she's like, listen, I don't want to talk. I have nothing to say. Can I please go? So I wrote, okay. And she goes, then she wrote, I have stuff going on. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, so
she has stuff going on like Tom Brady?
I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
A lot of stuff.
Get Allison back on the phone.
I guess she doesn't like the Chrisleys very much.
Does he talk like that?
Yes.
Can you bring up a clip of him?
Hey, go to YouTube and get some Todd Chrisley audio.
I sound exactly like this.
I've never seen the show in my life.
They're pretty funny, but, you know.
They ought to do like one from federal prison now. All right.
It's ringing.
Live from behind the bars.
Hello?
Allison.
Hello?
Allison, why, you keep hanging up on us.
I'm sorry. I have stuff going on this morning. I was just doing some other stuff.
Okay. Right. Now, we watch that Chrisley show a bunch, right?
Yeah, I love it.
And did you know that they're going to federal prison?
I can't believe they're going. I don't think they'll make it in federal prison.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. They're on TV right now. I can bring up the. Oh, jeez.
That's just a news story here.
I know,
I'm gonna pull up some YouTube videos. Allison's right.
I need to get the TV back on the board in here, man.
We got to get the TV back on the board immediately.
Yeah, my TV audio pot disappeared for some reason.
Listen,
Julie.
Yeah,
that's just the newscaster going over it.
Do you have some audio? Andrew, did you find some audio?
Parenting is entirely different than Julie's form of parenting.
This is him?
I need to know where our children are at all times. So when I buy them a car, there is a tracking device.
Todd you assume that kids are all liars.
You really think that when Chase tells me at 16 years old, oh, I'm going to bed at 8:30? Bull. He's going to look at porn or doing something he's not supposed to be doing. So I monitor all of the computer traffic. Oh my God.
Guess what? The feds were monitoring you. You're going to prison.
Do I not sound exactly like that?
You are actually
You're pretty close there, Froggy.
Well, thank you.
You're pretty good. Absolutely.
All right, now he's not going to like Shawshank or
also,
something.
you kind of sound like that older guy that just died.
Yes, Leslie.
Yeah, you almost sound like him a little bit.
Well, thank you very much. I take that as a compliment.
All right. Hey, Allison, so they're going to federal prison.
I'm a little surprised. I didn't think that they would have to go.
Listen, Allison, they're going to do some serious stretches. So Todd's got a 12-year stretch in federal prison, and then Julie's going to federal prison for 7 years.
I don't understand, though. Like, Martha Stewart only got a little bit of time. Why did they get so long? It doesn't seem fair to them. Like,
Martha Stewart was trading.
Yeah, I mean,
Martha Stewart lied to the feds.
Yeah,
all she did was lie to the FBI.
These guys have 100 frauds going on.
Yeah, these guys have run fraud after fraud after fraud. It's a much different crime. However, these people, and Allison's right, these are some really bougie people. Prison life is going to be a big adjustment.
Are you kidding me? Todd's going to be the most popular
Hold
guy.
on. What'd you say?
It's going to kill him. He's not going to make it.
So you think he's going to get killed in prison?
He's a little flamboyant.
You think he's going to get like Jeffrey Dahmer or something in prison?
No. I just don't think he's going to make it with all those really tough guys in there.
No, Billy
Or
Bob,
he'll
I
make it
told
great,
you
and
cannot
it'll
have
be-
my cornbread.
Listen, how long do you think before Todd Chrisley is running all the guys in the prison, huh? They'll love him,
Okay.
Allison. He'll be really popular.
Dude, Allison thinks he's going to die. What are you talking about? You guys are, Fisher, you and your wife are at opposite ends of the spectrum on what's going to happen to Todd Chrisley in federal prison.
You guys are scaring me.
I mean, okay, so listen. If he gets beaten up, then he's going to die.
Yes, Andrew.
Is he going to Club Fed?
I don't know where they're going. I didn't see in the story if they've been assigned a prison yet. I don't know if he's going to maximum security, if he's going to medium. Listen, this is a white-collar crime. I'm guessing he's going to go to a medium security, or what's the one where Madoff was? Butner. You know, Butner. Isn't that a great name for a prison?
Send me to Butner
I'm
Security.
going to Butner.
He requested it.
Yes.
Is Wangville available?
Yeah.
No, then I'll take
Yeah.
Butner.
I can't wait to slide into Butner. Yeah.
If I gotta do time.
I mean, if it's gonna be a hard time anyway,
I'm going to Butner.
Todd.
Are we entertaining you, Allison?
Who would have known?
Like you wouldn't believe. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Is Chase involved in any of these?
No, the kids are clean.
That's good.
They just spent the money lavishly and ridiculous.
Man.
They think their parents are rich.
All right, Allison, anything else you want to say about the Chrisleys and Chrisley Knows Best? What is it? Is it Chrisley Knows Best?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm just sad that they're going to prison. I just can't believe they made it.
They defrauded banks out of $30 million. Why are you sad?
Well, I mean, it just like I don't know. I don't think that they look like the prison type.
Well, guess what? They did the crime. You got to do the time, Todd.
That is correct. And unfortunately, I got to do a lot of time at Butner.
A lot of really hard times.
It's going to suck.
All right, Allison.
I can't wait.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, I love that show.
It's real, MJ.
It's funny. Every Thanksgiving they used to run a Chrisley marathon. It was on for like 24 hours.
So for train wreck purposes only, try to find a couple of episodes. One show's a bigger.
Are they still running?
They're out there. You can probably find them on demand. I bet you go to USA On Demand, you can find them.
I bet you would think my mother's really funny too. She's on the show.
She's a pistol.
She is a peach.
I want you just to start doing that voice just all the time on the show.
You want me to talk like this all the time there, cowboy?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, thank you very much.
You'll be canceled in a day. Don't do
Julie.
I thought Julie was the normal one of the couple. That's how they come off on the show.
But they went in together.
I know. That's why I'm surprised.
They walk into the bank together. Julie probably didn't say much. Todd did all the talking, but just by her sitting there and signing the documents, she's a fraudster.
They're insane.
Good for them.
I've got money.
I got a couple other celebrity stories that I want to do here.
Go for it.
Adele. Do you remember we were following that Adele residency? Didn't your wife want to go to Vegas to see Adele?
So we were talking about a trip, and she said, hey, if Adele's going to sing, I want to see that. And she was only a limited amount of dates.
This was last, February, March, remember?
And it was for a summer trip. But then we found out she wasn't singing a lot. Like when Britney Spears or Celine Dion did their residency, they did a lot of shows.
But hold on. But the original Adele residency, didn't it get pulled?
Yes, because it wasn't ready on time.
So the stage show, she didn't like it, and they canceled it.
Yeah.
And remember, they were talking about seats for Adele. The limited, it was like what, Saturday nights with Adele or something? It was very limited. And the seats, the aftermarket seats, some of the seats to see Adele in Vegas were like $25,000 a seat. That is ridiculous. For the whole Taylor Swift debacle, there are some seats that apparently are online for like $22,000 for Taylor Swift, which I'm sorry.
Okay, nobody's bought those tickets yet.
Nobody's worth that kind of. No one's worth that kind of money to spend that kind of money on seats. Anyway, so Adele, her original residency was postponed or canceled, and now it's kicked off. So with all the delay, they put the show back together. Remember, there were complaints that she wasn't happy with the props, and wasn't there some kind of pool of water she was going to walk through on stage? And
they blamed staffing issues and just the remnants of the pandemic that slowed everything down.
All right, so Adele has finally kicked off her Las Vegas residency after it was abruptly canceled back in January. And this past Friday night, Adele, who's 34, she was on stage at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace, in front of over 4,000 people. She said, "Thank you so much for coming back to me." She told the audience, "It looks just like I imagined it would." And she sang, "Easy on Me," "Skyfall," "Rolling in the Deep," "Rumor Has It." Yeah, she did all her big songs.
Did you sing, "Hello, hello, it's me you're looking for"? Hello.
So she's back. So the residency is on at Caesars, but that's not the only reason why I'm bringing this up. There was an exclusive story from the Daily Mail where they claimed that she was unhappy with her Caesars suite.
God, is she ever happy? She sounds terrible.
Here's the deal. She's performing at Caesars Palace out in Vegas. She's in the big Coliseum thing at Caesars. And, of course, the celebrity that's doing these special shows, this residency, they're going to get, like, probably the nicest suite in the house.
Do they have something higher than the presidential suite? I don't know. I mean, it's something.
I'm sure Caesars has probably houses around Vegas that some high rollers, they might even put them up in like expensive houses.
I want the God suite.
But here's the deal. Apparently, Adele was unhappy with the suite that was offered to her by Caesars, and she walked out, and now she's staying at the Wynn, a rival. So she's performing at Caesars, but she's staying at the Wynn.
Wow, she sounds like a real piece of work.
She does, doesn't she?
All this is not making her come off looking good.
I thought that she was supposed to be approachable, and
I thought she was sweet.
I thought I had heard that she was really a sweet, unaffected woman.
Maybe Fat Adele was sweet.
That was Fat Adele. I mean, since she's like dropped like 40 pounds, she's like, "Listen,
I'm bitch Adele.
I don't want this. Forget that.
I'd rather watch an old Adele computer on stage than her.
I don't want your God suite, Caesars. I don't want the faucets all to have wine in them."
The reports are that Adele was unimpressed with the suite that Caesars gave her and said, "I'm not staying here."
These suite sucks.
And her people got her like one of the luxury suites at the Wynn.
God.
Yeah. Does the Caesars limo pick her up at the Wynn and then take her over to?
This is how Mariah Carey used to be. All this diva activity.
It is.
But Mariah at least stayed on Caesars property. Yeah, she didn't. I didn't hear stories about her bitching and complaining about everything.
Yeah, is the Wynn owned now by the same company that owns Caesars?
Didn't Stephen Wynn get into all kinds of trouble?
I don't.
Wasn't he like a Me Too guy or something?
I can't remember.
I'm getting a suite at the La Quinta.
I know that he put his hand through like a $50 million painting. Did you know that?
Good for him.
Steve Wynn he was a big art collector, and Steve Wynn was showing somebody the painting, and he reaches out and points it, and he puts his finger through like
Mr. Bean.
That's what it was
what
like.
An ass.
He puts his hand through an expensive painting.
My
I'm not
God.
making it up. Look it up.
It's like a Three Stooges.
Right. Hold on. Go to Google quickly.
There's there video of it?
Hold on. Is that video of Adele?
So this is Adele's the finale of the show.
All right, go ahead. All right, play it. Go
I don't know
ahead.
if that's audio because it's in slow motion.
You got to shut down something else. Something else is
There
playing.
we go.
There you go. Get into it.
You've got 9 things going on. You've got Todd Chrisley going on in the background.
There we go.
Fester cannot operate a computer.
I can only see one.
All right, here we go. This is Adele.
Watch this. Confetti falls from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then she disappears.
Confetti falls, envelops her, and then she disappears from the stage?
This is the finale of the show. She's just gone. There's the piano behind her. Where's 300 pounds Adele?
Oh, wow. So
she went down in the stage, obviously. This is exactly Chris Angel.
They drop this, like tons of pink confetti. It envelops her, and then she disappears.
Wow, where'd she go?
She was on a trap door. There's an X on the floor. She stands, and then it lowers her down into the stage.
No, I really want to vanish during my show. Get a magician.
Poof. David,
get a wizard if you must.
I want to vanish out of this Caesars dump. I want to be transported to the Wynn.
Take me to the Golden
Where
Nugget now.
Where I want to stay. Hey, Fester, quickly, before we move on.
Yeah.
Go to Google.
And
type in Steve Wynn puts his finger through painting.
All right.
All right. Steve Wynn.
WYNN.
Finger through painting.
What a dummy.
FINGER.
Finger, right there. It's, click on that.
Type in Steve Wynn finger, and then it finishes finger through painting.
Wynn, of course, once famously damaged a Picasso masterpiece in his collection. The 1932. The 1932 portrait of Le Rive was accidentally damaged. He put his elbow. He put his elbow through the painting back in 2006.
How mad you get?
Oh, you know what it was? Wynn had sold the painting, and the painting was an agreement to buy the painting for, listen to this, for $155 million. He agreed to sell the painting, and then he puts his elbow through the painting.
Oh, my God.
Accidentally?
Yes.
What was he doing?
Le Rive.
That's hysterical.
Was this Picasso. Wynn sold the dream to Stephen Cohen, who owns the hedge fund SAC Capital, for $155 million. Chrisley said the highest price for a Picasso sold at auction was $106 million. If you remember, here we go. If you remember, Cohen had agreed to buy the painting for $139 million back in 2006. When the Las Vegas casino magnate and art collector Steve Wynn was saying goodbye, he accidentally whacked the masterpiece with his elbow, leaving a silver dollar-sized hole.
Oh.
And the deal was scuttled.
What an idiot. Is that the biggest mistake
The deal
ever?
was off. Guys, I'm not making this up.
No.
This is an unbelievable story.
Good for Steve Wynn.
You're right. It's like Mr. Bean.
That's the whole movie is about.
Mr. Bean.
I ruined the picture. Yeah. Whistler's daughter.
Anyway, you know who's just a dummy?
I need more details.
Steve Wynn.
How many bike accidents has Simon Cowell been in?
He got in another one?
Well,
3 so far,
well,
right?
he's been in he's broken bones. He's smashed his head open.
He broke his back.
He didn't break a bone. He broke his back.
Steve Wynn was just photographed again on an electric bike with no helmet.
Simon Cowell.
What'd I say?
Steve Wynn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Steve Wynn drove a bike through a Picasso. All right. So Simon Cowell, he was just photographed on an electric bike. You know, it's like those Chinese food delivery guys in Manhattan all over the place, man.
Oh, they drive those out there?
I almost hit like 90 of them, driving around Manhattan, weaving in and out. They don't care. Anyway, but what's Simon Cowell doing? He's had multiple nasty bike accidents, and Simon Cowell is still out there on these motorized electric bikes with no flipping helmet on.
How much does it walk, Simon?
What a dummy, huh? I'm sorry. I do like Simon Cowell. I think he's a brilliant dude, but how smart if you're not protecting your head after 3 bike accidents?
I would be fine.
All right, so top story on electricbikeactionmagazine.com.
Yeah. Ooh.
Simon Cowell crashes on an e-bike again.
Yeah, but what's the date on that?
Oh, I don't know.
That's an old one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's an old story.
That's one of many.
I was just trying to make a joke about electricbikeactionmagazine.com.
Is that real?
There really is Electric Bike Magazine online?
Oh, there's a magazine for everything.
Oh, my God. I just don't understand. If you're prone to bike accidents, he's not going to
prone to bike accidents.
He's not going to be happy until he's dead or paralyzed.
Like if you ride a bike every day for exercise, what are your chances of being hit by a car? They must go up.
Listen,
as opposed to not doing it.
Hey, I think if you do anything,
like you walking, you put your chance every night. You put your life at risk.
Listen, whatever you do, you're increasing your risk of something happening. If you do something all the time, of course, you're increasing your risk. It doesn't mean the risk is a dramatic, real-world risk.
You drive on the highway every day. Something happens. It happens.
You driving on the highway is going to increase your risk versus staying at home and being in a cocoon or something.
I'm just saying, maybe Simon rides every day. And he's like three falls out of every day.
But it's just dumb. It's just stupid. Multiple accidents, and the guy continues to ride without a helmet. Just doesn't make any damn sense.
Maybe his hair acts as a helmet. It's always so stiff and square.
I don't know. All right, what time is it? I got a little bit of time here. One other thing. Jay Leno is out.
Oh, I saw the pictures of him standing with his nurse.
He doesn't look bad.
Yeah. He doesn't look good.
No, he looked, you could
I
tell.
thought it was going to be a lot worse.
You could tell that he had scarred skin on his hands and also on the side of his face, and it looked like down his neck a little bit. You could see where, It looked like, his skin was burned. It looks like he had some kind of like a salve on there. But listen, he had 2nd and 3rd degree burns, but I don't know if he's going to have any permanent scarring.
I thought he was going to look like Rocky Dennis from Mask. He looks pretty good, if you ask me.
Yeah, Leno, he's been released. He's been discharged from the hospital burn unit at the Grossman Burn Center in Los Angeles after 10 days after the fuel spilled on him and burned him while he was working on one of his cars in his garage.
Amazingly, this fire didn't take out any of his mane of gray hair.
Right. His hair was not burned to a crisp, and he's standing next to, looks like, 5 hospital employees.
What's he wearing?
Same thing he always wears. Blue jeans and that jean button-down shirt. That's all he has.
All right, so
the guy's worth like $350 million, and he's got one pair of jeans. Actually, I think he's got multiple jeans, and he loves that button-down jean shirt.
He loves that shirt.
All he wears.
Yeah, just what I'm going to wear today. I think I'm going to wear a jean shirt.
All right, I've got an expansive wardrobe next to Jay Leno, and I only have 5 things.
So that's not the Tennessee tuxedo, Froggy, right?
Canadian.
You have to wear the denim jacket to be the tuxedo.
I don't know.
So denim jacket, denim shirt, denim jeans is the Canadian tuxedo.
Maybe he's trying to get his skin to look more denim.
It's working.
Hey, guys, I've got an Uber complaint. I don't know what is going on with Uber, but I've had the same flippin' thing happen to me multiple times. I just might give up. I got to talk about it. I want to grab phone calls on this. And I want to know if anyone else is having an Uber issue like I'm experiencing. All right, hold on. That and a whole lot more. We'll start another long chunk of the MJ Morning Show next here on Q105. Stand by. Hey, 9:05. 8:53. MJ here with Froggy and Fester. You haven't heard Roxanne except for the first two chunks of the show this morning in the 6 o'clock hour because Roxanne, I wonder if she's gotten off the ground yet. You want to try it quick? Roxanne was on the first American flight this morning out of Tampa to go to Miami because they're on the way to the Bahamas. And the flight was canceled because the plane broke. Yeah, the engine was busted, like a 1-year-old brand new 737 MAX 8. So they got, and by the way, Roxanne is thanking me profusely via text. I just saw this a little while ago. Hang on, let me see if I can get Roxanne. Let me see if she's on the airplane yet. Hang on a minute. How do I get a hold of her?
There's a thing called a phone number. You call it.
Hold on. I know that. I got to bring up her.
727.
Hang on a minute. I got to bring up her number. Here we go. Hang on.
4.
All right, calling Roxanne. But Roxanne, if she doesn't pick up, I got to read you her text.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 72751.
I better hang up.
She might be on the plane.
I think she is.
Did she not give you her flight information? Can you not track it with your little data center you have in your hand?
The flight is like right now. Hold on, let me see if it's pushed back. So Roxanne was on, and that is odd. Usually, if you want to make sure that your flight goes, usually you pick the first flight of the day to get on out because those flights are generally on time, even early, unless it's a weather situation. But what are the odds? She takes the early flight and there's a mechanical on her flight. So Roxanne, she might have already put her phone in airplane mode. And let me just bring up, let's see, Tampa to Miami. And it looks like her flight is live now.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait a sec. The other plane's in the air, too. Huh? The broken plane. Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. That left at 8:20. The 6 o'clock flight left at 8:21, so they must have fixed the engine.
It was just a couple of bolts.
So the 6 a.m. flight that she was originally supposed to be on left Tampa International at 8:21. It's American 493. And then they stuck her on a different plane, which was the next flight, and that would have been American 1306, and that left at 8:18.
Okay.
So we have two planes leaving the same place, going to the same place?
Within minutes of each other, yeah. One's an Airbus 319, the other was a Boeing 737 MAX 8. So we don't know which one she's on. But listen to what she said, though. She thanked me. If you look at this, my flight's delayed, broken engine, but then she sent me a note. Seriously, thank you, MJ. Would not have gotten all four of us on the 8 a.m. flight if you had not had me go and do that right then and there. And early this morning, I had to go to the gate agent and say, what's going on? Why are we delayed? And she was able to grab 4 seats on the later flight. So it was my persistence for radio entertainment that apparently put her in a good position.
You're a lifesaver.
Thanks, MJ.
The gate agent specifically said to Doug, your wife's timing was good because she got the last 4 seats.
Wow.
Man, again, MJ comes to the rescue.
You're a hero.
What kind of schmucky gate agent? Hey, pal.
You just made it.
Your old lady's timing's really good.
But then it looks like they got the busted plane off the ground 2.5 hours late almost, is what it looks like. All right, 8:57 at the MJ Morning Show. And I got to talk about this Uber issue, and I would like to go to phones on this. I would like to know if anyone else is having this issue. This has happened 3 times. The last 3 times I've tried to use Uber, and I don't use Uber much. If Michelle and I are going out to dinner, maybe we're going out with friends, or maybe we're going and we're planning on drinking, plenty of wine, I'm not going to drive. All right. I tried to do an Uber to Burns Steakhouse on Saturday night. We went out with a bunch of friends. We had a 6-top at Burns on Saturday night. We plowed through 4 bottles of wine. Then we had some ports.
Okay, I don't know that you plowed through bottles of wine. You enjoyed the wine.
We enjoyed some incredible wines.
MJ plowed it.
All right. We went through some great bottles of wine. We went through two 1978 Rhones. We went through a 1978 Gigal Côte du Rhône, and then we went through a 78 Côte Rôtie.
Oh, those wines have disabilities.
Then we had a 75 Bordeaux, and we had an 80 Bordeaux. So, I mean, just amazing stuff. And listen, not too pricey either. That's the beauty about Burns. You can get some great stuff at reasonable prices. So I knew I was going to drink with this group. I'm not going to drive. So I call an Uber. The Uber is 8 minutes away. Then it's 6 minutes away. Then my Uber is 5 minutes away. Then suddenly it's 12 minutes away.
Right.
And then it's not moving. It's just sitting there. It's like the driver had a stroke or something. And the driver is just incapacitated and it's not moving. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? I mean, I timed things well. I'm going to be on time for a 7 o'clock reservation. And nothing. The car's not moving. I'm not getting anything. This has happened to me 3 times where the Uber, I get a pickup time at my house, and then it keeps getting pushed back. Then it looks like the car is just sitting there when you look at the map on where it is, or it's going in the opposite direction now. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? So the direction, little line, how it draws where the car is and it comes to your house, suddenly the line's going like in the other direction, and then it comes to my, I mean, can somebody explain?
It's like they're always turning.
What the hell is going on with Uber?
Yeah.
Is there an Uber driver? Is there somebody that uses Uber regularly that's listening that just heard my predicament, heard my story? What is going on? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 9 o'clock, by the way, if you want to set your watch.
I mean, did the driver go get some smokes or something?
Hang on, Fester. The time at the tone is 9 o'clock. The Crap Watch never stops. You give us 22 minutes and we'll give you a lot of MJ Morning Show crap. All right. So I want to know if anyone... Oh, look at the phones. Oh, my God. Every line is just went poof, like a blast furnace. Look at the phones. All right, 800-990-1047. All right, if it's ringing, Andrew's screening calls as quickly as he can. All right, I got one on hold already, and then number 2 is being screened. Every line. What is going on with Uber? And the deal is, I get a credit every month from my American Express. I get a $15 Uber credit.
So you want to use it.
Yeah, so I haven't even used it because I can't get the damn cars. I get a $15 American Express Uber credit that hits every month at the first of the month. All right, let me go to phones. Let me take line 1 first, and it's Charles in Tampa. Hey, Charles. Oh, Charles is an Uber. Hey, Charles, you're an Uber driver, right?
Yes, an Uber driver and a customer. So what I noticed is about a year ago, Uber started doing this thing where it automatically changes your driver if they feel like there's a driver closer or already headed on your route. As a driver, it's something that I don't like because sometimes it's been the case where I'm headed to someone, but then it gets changed.
Well, listen, I don't know what the hell happened, but I had like Jorge coming my way in like a GMC Acadia or something, and suddenly he's 8 minutes away, then he's 6 minutes away, and then he's 5 minutes away, and then boom, now he's 12 minutes away. And, I didn't notice whether it was the same vehicle or they did a switcheroo on me, but I guess what? I canceled. Charles,
I would cancel in that situation too.
Charles, I've tried to use Uber like 3 times now in the last month or so. I've had this same crap happen every single time.
Oh, man. That happens, and it's really frustrating even for a driver just to have things change on you like that. But I don't know why that changed, but that could be a reason. The only other reason would be if the driver cancels on you, but it seems like it's just because he can't suddenly be 5 minutes extra away.
All right.
So
hey, Charles, what is your rating? What is your star rating on Uber?
I have a 4.9.
That's pretty darn good. I got a 4.72. What the hell did I do? Why do I have a 4.72?
The only reason I would rate somebody low is if they leave some kind of damage in my car, like food or something.
I've done nothing. I haven't puked in anyone's car. I've done nothing. I haven't brought a whole hefty trash bag full of trash from my kitchen and left it in the back of the car. So
It's that weird musty smell you have.
But the highest I've ever had is like 4.77, and it's going down.
Oh, that is so strange. That means that people are rating you under 5 stars, like 4 stars, 4 stars.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Well, that's great. I'm gonna start kicking. I'm gonna start kicking their doors
I'll
in.
give you a 5 star.
All right, thank you, Charles. Here's another Uber driver. Pedro is an Uber driver.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Pedro, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hit it. Pedro, go.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, Pedro, I got you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, the reason that you're getting a lot of different drivers, I have 5 years working with Uber. My driving rating is 5 stars.
Yep.
The reason that you're getting different multiple drivers is because the computer is trying to get you the closer driver that you got around on your
But Pedro, I had a driver that's 5 minutes away, and then it switches me to 12 minutes away. How is that faster?
Yeah, we're going to explain that now. Now, the driver that is 5 minutes away, he got another request on his app. By he having another request on his app, now the computer is trying to think, will take that customer from him, or should I get another driver for Joe?
Listen, I fully understand the concept, but 3 times now, Pedro, I've just walked away from Uber and I've canceled, and I've gone to Lyft, or in the case of Saturday night, I drove. I drove our car to Burns. I got hammered, and then we had Julian. Julian then took an Uber from the house to Burns to drive us back home as a designated driver. Pedro, good call, buddy. Thank you. But it still doesn't explain why I'm getting cars that are further away. Pedro, have a great holiday week here. Let me grab Roger. All right, Roger's in Tampa. Roger's a Lyft driver. Hey, Roger, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
MJ, good morning, sir.
Hey there.
So the problem is that it goes by your navigation, okay? So the minute a driver decides to take what he thinks is a quicker route, because we know the streets, the navigation itself says you're taking a wrong turn, adds an extra few minutes on, and then because it adds an extra few minutes on, it grabs another driver.
All right, I got the concept here, but why is it happening to me like 3 times in a row?
It just depends on your drivers.
Yeah.
If they decide to, or if they take a wrong turn.
All right, so I'm just getting what, luck of the draw or bad luck of the draw?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. All right, Raj. Thank you, but Roger that.
You're welcome, sir. Roger that.
All right.
Roger that.
Ronnie's in Tampa. Hey, Ronnie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi there.
Hey, MJ. The thing is that you got such a low rating is because you bother the drivers too much about to follow you on Instagram.
Oh my God, you probably do.
I bother the drivers by.
Oh my God, Ronnie, that's hysterical.
Have you driven him, Ronnie?
Ronnie, do you know him personally?
If I see his rating at 4.72, whatever it is, I won't pick you up.
What? That's not that.
You know why? For you to get a 4.72 or whatever you have, it means that you're annoying or you talk too much. Either way, I won't pick you up. I'll see your rating. I'm like, no.
Yeah, don't you like people who don't talk in the car?
Say it again.
Wouldn't you prefer a rider that does not chat with you?
Yeah, he seems like the guy that will talk and talk.
No, listen, Ronnie, I do not talk. Ronnie, the drivers are the ones that talk. So you're telling me that if a call comes through, you're an Uber driver, Ronnie, and if you get my ride and I have a 4.72, you're going to decline me?
Yeah, because before I accept the ride, I see how much I'm going to get for the ride, and I'm also seeing the rating that you have. So if I see a 4.7, I'm not picking you up.
How about a 4.9?
Yeah, what's your cutoff?
MJ, I have over 7,000 rides, and I have a 4.9.
That's what I have.
Why? So I'm 0.2 lower than you, and you're not picking me up?
No, for you to get that rating, you must be very, very annoying. I'm just.
I agree.
I am not annoying.
So what year was this car built, huh?
Well, apparently you are, because the rating shows it.
All right, hold on a second. Ronnie, hold on. Hang on. I'm conference calling Michelle. Hold on a minute. Stay on the phone.
Yeah, don't hang up, Ronnie.
See, MJ, you gotta sit there and not talk and then tip them. That's why I'm a 4.90.
All right, Ronnie, you there?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm calling Michelle. Hang on. Conference calling her.
Ronnie, what's your cutoff? If MJ was a 4.75, would you have picked him up?
4.8 would be fine, but blah blah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you know what? She's out for her walk.
This walk is really screwing up our show.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Ronnie.
Yeah. Ronnie, I'm telling you right now, I am not annoying to the Uber drivers, and I don't know why. I went from a 4.77 to a 4.76. Now I'm at a 4.72.
Yeah.
And you keep going down. You need to try it. MJ, try it. Don't talk. Just say good morning and just don't talk so much. Watch.
There you go. All right, Ronnie, have a great day, buddy.
Have a good one, man.
I'm annoying.
I mean,
look at the phones. Every line is jammed here.
Ronnie really knew you well.
Let me grab Judy. Judy's in Pinellas County somewhere. Hey, Judy, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, Judy.
You should call a taxi.
Oh, you know what? They're even worse. I quit using the taxis because I could never get one to show up at the house. You know, these days with Uber and Lyft maybe, but I would call some of the taxi companies, you know, the two biggies, and it'd be like, I'm sitting, 10 minutes, I'm out there 26 minutes later and there's no taxi. I gave up on the taxis.
Didn't you get into a car accident with a taxi?
Tampa taxis, but I say I'm a Pinellas County taxi.
All right. What's the one that What's the one I was joking around with? What's the name on the back of the taxi? If you run the words together, it's a curse word. What was the one? Remember the local one? Oh, we just talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know.
All right, Judy, thanks for the call. Oh, yeah, famous story. We were coming back from Burns Steakhouse. This is like 12, 13 years ago. Michelle and I, again, meeting friends at Burns. It was like a Friday or Saturday night. We knew we were going to have a whole bunch of wine that night. I took a taxi there and a taxi home. Where this was really before Uber and Lyft got going. This might have been 13, 14 years ago. And we're at Swan and Lois, right at the traffic light, heading into Beach Park, right? We took a taxi because we didn't want to drink and drive. We're at the traffic light in a United cab. We're in one of the white United cabs, and all of a sudden, bam! I mean, boom! A drunk driver plows into the back of our taxi while we're sitting at a red light.
Man.
And, oh, no, just a little scratch. You don't have to call anybody. And the taxi driver's, no, I'm calling. And, the lady, she got busted for DUI. Yep. And my neck started hurting me. And
that's right. My back. I'm scared.
I called Kemp Rouge and Green, walked away with $3.6 million.
Good for you.
Yeah, how about that? No, I'm kidding. We got jarred a little bit, but I wasn't injured. But how's that for irony? We take a taxi cab because we're going to be drinking at Burns, and then we get hit by a drunk driver on the way home.
It's like rain on your wedding day, you know?
It's like winning the lottery and dying the next day.
Look at the damn, every line is jammed. Lester's in Waimama. Hey, Lester, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning there, sir. Thank you, show. This here is the Lester in Waimama with the whiny limo service.
Hold on, Lester, you're yelling and you're making your phone cut out. All right, so Lester, just talk slowly and lowly.
Slowly and lowly. I said, we love your show in Waimama. My name's Lester with whiny limo service.
Yep.
All those people that whine for Uber that they don't like, they send them to us. And by God, I'll give you a 10 rating because we really over here, my mom, enjoy your wife's voice in the morning. It's really pleasant.
This guy's doing
Well, yeah,
it.
it's a put on. So he's from. I love it though. So he's whiny limo service.
That's right, because we take people like you. You're always whining sometimes. And listen, you eat at Burns Steakhouse is about as many times as I eat at McDonald's. That's really unfair. We should switch around one day.
Dude, I've been. Hold on, I've been to Burns 2 times in the last 40 years.
You just talked about it like you went there every day.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, 2 times in the last 4 years. Right. It was also 2 times in the last 6 weeks. I mean, yeah, you've been 2 times recently.
Listen, we're getting back into the swing of things, but no, typically we'd go to Burns once every 2 or 3 months. Yeah, listen, I work 85 to 90 hours a week.
So where's the violin?
Hold on. I work 85 to 90 hours a week, and Michelle and I go out to dinner maybe 3 to 4 times a month.
So every weekend?
So every 4 times a month is every weekend you go out to dinner.
We try to go out on a Friday or a Saturday night. We don't do both, but we usually do like one night on a weekend.
Okay,
I can't do that?
No.
You guys are going out more than I go out.
Outback.
Okay.
Let me grab line 3. Mark is in Tampa. Oh, Mark is an Uber driver with 13,000 trips. Yeah, Mark.
How much does his ass hurt?
Hey there, MJ. Thank God for Roxanne, Froggy, and Fester. Your show is awesome.
Well, thank you,
In
sir.
regards to why you're getting Uber, I guess, issues, you're connecting probably with drivers that have already seen the rate that they're going to make for your trip. Every driver sees when they accept your request that the trip might only be worth $6-7. So in the meantime, they might be taking a different route. The navigation could be affected, but the reality is they're taking their time to get you in the hopes that they'll force you to cancel and pick up a $3.99 fee. The longer the trip for an Uber driver, the better. That's where the money is.
Yeah, by the way, let me tell you something else. When I cancel and I cancel only for cause, and they try to give me the cancellation fee, I go right into the app. You go into the complaint area, and they credit you. A lot of people don't know this. You go right in. They will credit you immediately for any kind of cancellation fee. They'll do it right on the spot.
Agreed, as they should do.
And I do it all. Whenever I've had a cancellation, I've always done that, and I've been credited immediately. And a lot of people don't realize that. And they're like, oh, man, I got a charge. I got a cancellation fee. Now, you go in, and you hit the reason for the cancellation. Driver was late, this, that, other. And
your score goes down because of that.
Maybe it does. But Uber credits me right away. So
No, as well they should. But that driver is also getting the $3.99 fee because you canceled and not them. They're also rated on their cancellation fee as well as their acceptance rate. Those are 2 indicators that give a driver the diamond status, gold status, whatever status.
All right, so Mark, you see my ride pop up, and I've got a 4.72 rating. Are you dealing with me, or are you canceling me?
No, I deal with everybody. I don't judge people. That's rule number 1 in rideshare driving.
All right, when you see 4.72, does that mean I suck?
Well, that means you obviously have annoyed, pissed off, done something to have drivers rate you at 1 star, 2 stars, below 5.
All
Does
right.
that worry me? No.
All right.
Am I going to take your ride? No.
All right, Mark, thanks for the call, man.
No worries.
Hey, what do you give the morning show? What rating do you give the morning program?
4.9.
All right, not bad. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks, Mark. Have a good day.
You're a little high on that.
Drive safely. Andrew's in. All right, a couple of more calls. That's it. Yeah, last one. I mean, this is crazy. The phones have blown up here. Andrew's in Brandon. Hey, Andrew, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Morning, guys. Daily listener, platinum driver. I know as much about the app as I do about scratch-offs.
That's right.
Wow.
Your phone calls are over. Everybody you just took from is wrong.
Oh, wow.
You'd be amazed if I told you what I average hourly on the weekends with that app. I know it inside and out. Here's what's happening. There's a new feature, and then I'll tell you why your rating's so too, by the way, MJ. There's a new feature that started, I want to say early 2022. You kind of have a combo platter going on, but the main reason you're seeing that, and none of these other expert drivers have told you this, there's a feature called Trip Radar now, which I don't like. I hate it. It's where the system looks for the most logical driver for your ride that you've booked. You with me?
Yep.
So the trip radar pops up, and it's a different screen. It says trip radar. I hit it like I want the ride, and then it starts, dialing. Then it'll come back and say, nope, sorry, another rider more closely matched this rider's request. That's number one. Number two, not every driver sees the ride. So you do have some driver idiocy in there as well, that they start driving towards you to get you, but they don't get to see the ride because their acceptance rate isn't high enough to see the full ride, distance, address, everything like I get.
Oh, so different higher drivers get more information?
Exactly. And no, not a single one of your calls from all these experts have covered any of this with you. So you got those two things against you. Now, the last thing is that the app is a little glitchy. I mean, it's real close to perfect, but it does glitch once in a while. So you've got three things happening. You've got potentially a glitch. You've got this trip radar feature messing with you. You've got dumb drivers that don't know any better and try to pick and choose rides. Ooh, I want this one. Ooh, here's a perfect ride. I'll take this one. No, you take every single ride and you'll make what I make.
How much do you make on the weekends?
Astronomical.
How much do you make?
I don't even know if I should reveal it. It's so
Come on. What do you make? Come on, Andrew.
My best weekend ever. Top number, $41 an hour.
$41 an hour.
Correct.
Wow.
I typically average in the 30 to 35 range, where most are in the 18 to 20 range, and that's because I do what I do. So
wow. Lastly, why is my rating a 4.72?
There's one other issue that these dumb drivers may be doing with you. Some drivers will get both apps, Lyft and Uber, and try to play that game back and forth too.
I've seen that, yes.
You may have some of that in play. That's dumb too. Just take every ride, put a butt in the seat. It's about time and gas, and you'll make what I make. The reason your rating is low is because there is a kind of a dirty little secret in the Uber community. We're all fans of yours, but we've heard your criticism of certain slices of pizza. And needless to say, as Uber drivers, we have to get fast stuff on the go, right? Time is money. So we're pizza slice connoisseurs ourselves.
It's a conspiracy.
And we can't afford what you can afford.
Is Uber like where struggling comics go to work?
Yeah,
is that what it is? Are you guys no longer waiters and
stand-up comedian Uber driver here?
Yeah, is that it?
So quit criticizing pizza by the slice.
Okay, quit with the stand-up here, Andrew. Oh, jeez.
Andrew, maybe I'll see you in an Uber one day.
I hope not.
Hey, one last thing real quick for Fester. Fester, you're not going to believe this.
Tell me, please. I'm dying to know.
I like turtles.
This guy.
Dude, that guy's been calling us for 20 years.
Yeah, he texts me now, too. He texts me pictures of turtles 3 times a week. Listen.
Yeah. Hey, Froggy, do not give out Fester's cell number again.
Oh, in case you want to text Fester, 813-310-8444. It's the holidays. Say hi. Happy holidays.
Wish Fester a happy Thanksgiving right now. 813-310-8444 for Fester's private cell number. All right, quick break. We got one final chunk of the MJ Morning Show next. We got a lot to cram in. Oh, I got a DoorDash deal we got to talk about. Oh, also, the Florida, the football player that had his scholarship pulled.
Yeah.
All right, what a story. Now, I've got some questions about this. Oh, and there were 2 baby names that were gaining in popularity, and then suddenly, nope. Hang on, we got a lot to cover. Final chunk, MJ Morning Show next. Do not move. This is the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and
Hi, thanks for calling the Butterball Hotline. Can I help you?
Oh, thank God you've answered. Who is this?
Carol.
Carol, I've got turkey trouble. Do I have to have a Butterball turkey for you to answer my questions?
No, sir, you don't have to have a Butterball turkey for me to answer your question.
Oh, praise the Lord. Okay, maybe you can help me out here. Last year, I didn't have enough turkey because me, my wife, and my 3 kids, especially Chauncey, he's 12 years old, already weighs 400 pounds. He eats like a horse. So this year, I had to get a huge turkey. I got a 76-pounder.
Oh, my God. Where did you get a turkey that big?
I'm not going to even go into how I found that, but I need to start cooking it now so it's all ready for Thanksgiving Day, which is tomorrow. So I've got the turkey on the jumbo tray over here, and...
What happened, sir? What happened?
I just dropped the damn turkey on the floor. Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Are you okay?
Yeah, hold on a sec. I'm picking up the turkey. Hang on a minute. I'm putting it back on the countertop. Jeez. Woo. Okay, I've got it. There's a little bit of dust and sand all over it, but it looks like spices, so I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, I've got the oven. I had to rent a special industrial strength blast furnace to cook this thing.
Oh my God.
Now I've got it. I've got the furnace up to 900 degrees.
Sir, that is way too high. That is too high, sir.
Hang on, I'm putting the turkey in the oven. Hold on a minute. Okay, turkey is going in. Turkey is going in the... Oh, it's hot as hell in there. I got a fire.
Sir, put the fire out.
Turkey's on fire.
Put the fire out.
Turkey is on fire. Turkey's on... Oh, geez, smoke detector. Turkey's on fire. Smoke detector.
Sir, put the fire out.
I can't put the fire out. I gotta go. Goodbye.
There it is. You happy, Fester? I've played once again for you the classic crotchety Butterball turkey hotline call.
I mean, it's only appropriate. I mean, Thanksgiving's what, 2 days from now?
It is. Today's Tuesday. Wednesday is tomorrow, and then Thanksgiving's on Thursday. Very good calendar work there, pal.
What's Wednesday? Is it White Wednesday?
Maybe you should do a crank call that isn't 25 years old. Let's do some new ones.
All right. So people ask all the time about MJ and crank calls.
That's why.
The time investment in producing these calls, you just really don't kind of have anymore, MJ.
I don't have a lot of time. My schedule's a little busy. All right, we have a lot of stuff to do. We've got, 10 minutes or so. Let me cram in as much as I can here. Couple of things. The DoorDash customer had a complaint. The DoorDash customer says that the DoorDash driver ate their food. Yeah, that's one of the things with these food delivery things.
I don't trust them, man.
Isn't there? We've done a couple stories like this.
We have. Listen, you got a burger and fries coming or something, and the bag sitting next to the driver, and that smells all wafted in the car. You're telling me they're not going to reach in and grab a couple of fries off the top? They'll never notice a couple of fries off the top of the little box.
Yeah, or one chicken wing.
You would never notice.
I count chicken wings, actually.
Listen to this. A customer placed an order with the restaurant on the website. The restaurant accepted the order, trusted the DoorDash folks, but then Lexi, the customer, realized that something was not right. They usually take about 50 minutes to get here, so after about an hour and a half, I was like, that's weird, what's going on? So she decided to track the DoorDash driver only to realize that he was driving in the opposite direction of where she lived. She then attempted to call the driver twice. She says both calls were rejected by the driver. Maybe I should call the restaurant, said Lexi, because the guy's about to eat my chicken pad thai. At this time, Lexi called the restaurant to confirm that the driver had, in fact, picked up the order. She told the restaurant about the incident. Even though they were about to close, the man on the other end of the phone at the restaurant promised they would remake the order and deliver it. Soon, the delivery arrived. The owner of the Thai restaurant drove the new pad Thai to the customer's house directly because the stupid driver absconded and apparently ate the woman's pad Thai.
Ooh, I got a good crank call. You could do a new one. You call, what is it, Uber Eats?
Sure.
And you apply to be a delivery guy, but you're like a 500-pound guy with an eating disability.
An eating disorder? I just eat all the customers' food. I got fired from DoorDash because I was eating it. Yeah, I don't think you can call Uber Eats.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think. Yeah, hello, Uber Eats. Can I help you?
Uber Eats, hello.
Yeah. Yeah, all the crank calls will have to be apps. I'll have to do all the calls via apps. Yes, no audio. Just watch me on the screen on my phone. But I thought that was pretty nice. The driver actually was the owner of the restaurant, and they were about to close.
Jeez. I mean, how hungry was the guy?
Well, that sucks for the restaurant. You know, that's their name out there.
When you want that noodle and that peanut sauce, maybe with some vegetables or chicken and a little bit of spice, maybe good medium spice, and when you're tasting that pad Thai and it's not coming, oof.
One bite won't hurt.
That's got to be the worst.
And that's how it starts. Just one bite of pad Thai.
Before you know, the Uber Eats guy's licking the plastic tray.
He's like, "Oh no, what have I done?
What have I done?"
He's licking the whole bottom of it. It looks like it's a brand new black plastic container. It looks like it's never been used. Guy's licking it while he's driving.
Like Dom DeLuise and Fatso.
Remember that? That's what I was thinking. I thought it was such an obscure reference.
Hold on, what? Oh, Dom DeLuise and
do you ever see the movie? Did you ever see the Dom DeLuise movie Fatso?
Yeah, when I was a kid,
it's so great.
It was on HBO every 9 minutes, when I was 10 years old.
It's a candle snuffer. Right, so it's a
cookie. I have Italian cookies.
All right, it's from like it has to be the early '80s. It's a fantastic movie.
Late '70s, early '80s.
It's from '79, I think.
Yeah, I know that I saw it as a kid on HBO or something. I don't remember much about it.
Dom DeLuise is hilarious.
They send him out to get food or get
Chubby Chases. He joins Chubby Chases.
They send him out to get food.
I do remember that
Christmas
Chubby
Chases. He eats all the Chinese food. They're yelling, "What are you doing? What are you doing? It's our family meal. You ate the whole meal." He's crying. Poor fat bastard.
What baby names were popular and then suddenly just hit the wall?
I mean, in the history of mankind?
No. Okay. Currently, give me some baby names that were popular and then suddenly, boom, just hit the wall. There are two that I have in mind.
Elon.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, there are people naming their kid Elon.
Yes.
I know a person who did.
There are two baby names that were hot, and now they're not as much. Froggy, good guess. Elon is the first one. You got it.
Giselle.
Nope.
Oh.
Come on. Think about celebrities.
Harvey.
Kanye.
Yes.
Yes.
Kanye.
People are naming their kids Kanye?
Yeah, that's weird.
Elon and Kanye were among popular baby names in the last couple of years, and now they're falling quickly in popularity because, listen, they're erratic. They're both like whacked.
Well, yeah.
I met a 24-year-old kid the other day. His name was Shaquille. I'm like, mom was a big fan, huh?
Listen, hey, Shaquille's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
I got no issue with Shaquille or Shaq.
Who names their kid Kanye? Besides Kanye's mother.
Well, Kanye West also said he's running for president in 2024. What? Was he part of the Nazi party? I mean, what is he running for?
He's serious.
Get out of here. Kanye West. Just go away. I got a list of people. Just leave. Just go away. All right. Let's try to sort through. We don't have a lot of time here. But this whole Florida quarterback deal, and I'm trying to understand this. This was a University of Florida quarterback recruit, this Marcus Stokes.
So he hasn't set foot on campus yet.
Right.
He's still a senior in high school.
Right. He was a recruit for University of Florida. It was going to be a Gator. He's a standout quarterback at Nice High School over on the East Coast, south of Jax.
And that Nice is a big school. I think that's where
Ponte Vedra.
Tebow went. A lot of great football players come from Nice.
Ponte Vedra. And there was a video of him that surfaced of him mimicking the lyric of a rap song when he's riding in a car.
Oh, boy.
And he's saying something like, "Welcome back," and then the N-word. But from what I understand, he was doing the lyric in the song. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's basically singing karaoke.
He was singing along, and he sung the N-word into his phone and posted it somewhere. And
well, it's been canceled. His scholarship, his whole everything's gone. They've rescinded.
I don't know
his agreement. Listen, I've got zero tolerance for the N-word. I don't use it. I hate it. I've talked about black people shouldn't be using the N-word. It's normalized when you've got rappers using the N-word in every other sentence or every other word in a rap song. It normalizes it for many people. And I don't think anyone should use the N-word. I don't subscribe to black people can use the N-word. Listen, I hear black people calling other black people the N-word. Okay. I've had that famous story in Target, and I got this woman, yelling for her friend, where are you, so-and-so? Hey, and then N-word, where are you? And she's yelling the N-word. Hey, N-word, I'm looking for you. And I witnessed this at a Target, and I said to the lady.
No, you didn't.
I did this. This is years ago. This is like 10 years ago. I'm like, stop using the N-word. And then she says, she curses me out. It's like, bleep you. And
that's right.
What you get.
Listen, so it's out there in culture. And a 17-year-old kid records himself singing a rap song, and University of Florida quickly pulls a scholarship. It's ridiculous on all fronts.
If they're singing the rap lyric or they're reciting the rap lyric and it contains the N-word, I mean, should a white dude be penalized for that? If you're tough. I mean, that's a tough call.
Does the school of higher education want to tarnish this 17-year-old now? I mean,
nobody should be using the N-word, and it's used flippantly. The rappers, it's just, I'm sorry, it shouldn't be used.
Go to FSU.
Anything else before we get out of here, guys?
Yeah, right. Go to Florida State and kick the Gators' ass every year.
Anything else before we roll?
Happy holidays.
Texas, real quickly. Texas now. The Texas State Securities Board is now investigating Tom Brady, Steph Curry, Larry David, Shaquille O'Neal, Steph Curry. I said Steph Curry. But they're now investigating all these celebrities because of their crypto involvement with that FTX.
How about you invest the guys that actually are really involved with the company?
Pretty shady.
Pretty shady.
Pretty. I mean, the Larry David. Let me turn this off a second. Yeah, I mean, that Larry David audio bite from that commercial where he's playing the skeptic from last Super Bowl.
It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff.
Now, why couldn't I let the music play? Because we can only play one audio bite at the same time. Can I, in our new studio, can I get the multiple hot button sliders so I can mix? Actually, I don't have to stop one and to play the other.
We have a
Ronnie D.
Am I asking for too much around here in a new studio?
It's a pretty crappy studio we have here.
It is
pretty crappy.
And whoever signed on for this wide orbit crap ought to be drowned. All right?
Pretty stupid.
Pretty stupid. Pretty big fact check.
All right. Before we get out of here, anything else, Fester? You were saying happy holidays?
Froggy said holidays, which isn't true because it's just one holiday, right?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That's it.
And that, really.
Remember, watch football.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to all. So we'll do best of tomorrow, but it'll be a great show. I'm sure there'll be stuff tomorrow that you probably have never heard.
We're doing mediocre of
the
tomorrow.
Mediocre of tomorrow.
So, a lot of Roxanne segments.
Hey, before we roll, though, and this is important. Oh, don't forget our friends at IDC, International Diamond Center. They have an amazing deal going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You buy jewelry, you get amazing gifts from them. If you're looking for jewelry for the holidays, IDC, folks. International Diamond Center. Of course, tell them that MJ sent you. And if you are moving, don't get screwed around with a bad moving company. Folks, listen to me, MJ. You want two college brothers. If you're moving, if a friend's moving, coworker, relative, neighbor, your kids need a mover. Two college brothers, family owned. This is a locally based company. They want great reviews. They do a great job to get those great reviews. I'm getting rave reviews from listeners that hear me do the commercials. I'm like, hey, MJ, we moved. We used two college brothers. Thanks for the reco, man. They were fantastic. They'll give you flat rate pricing. They'll honor their quotes. They're careful. You're going to love them. For any kind of move, whether it's local, across the street, whether it's across the state, around town, out of state, twocollegebrothers.com. twocollegebrothers.com for your next move. and you want to tell them that MJ sent you. TwoCollegeBrothers.com. That's TwoCollegeBrothers.com. The smartest move you'll ever make. Folks, have a great Thanksgiving. If you're frying the turkey and you haven't done it, watch a YouTube video on how to safely fry a turkey. They are delicious, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you back here shortly on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Website is mjmorningshow.com, and let's be careful out there.